Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball. And what's good, everyone? Welcome in. Happy Monday. Thanks for joining back in here tonight. The Celtics back in action, looking to see if they can bounce back after the debacle on Saturday night. Had a double-digit lead, blew it, lost it overtime in that game against Atlanta, and they're back on the road for this matchup tonight. Jason Tatum versus Steve Kerr. The Celtics versus the Warriors. Boston 29-13, looking to bounce back in a big way tonight. They're 14-5 on the road, but it's been no easy task going up against Golden State in the past. The ghosts have haunted the Celtics in the past from Golden State. The Warriors 7-3 in their last 10 games against the Celtics. Golden State's won 4 straight home games tonight, and Boston just looking to get over the hurdle and play a much better game than quarter 2, 3, and 4. And into overtime on Saturday. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe here. And, yeah, Boston just got to be much, much better. Rough ending of that game on Saturday. That was a tough one. A bad foul picked up by Drew Holiday in transition that he didn't need to do. They were up by 2, holding on to Trae Young. Before that, Jaylen Brown had a turnover. Before that, Jason Tatum had the game-winning free throw right in his hands that he missed, and then a chance to win the game as well at the buzzer. Tatum missed what would have been a game winner, went into overtime, and then the Hawks took it in overtime. Welcome in, everybody. We got SGA, Sports Chalk Channel. Welcome back in here, bud. Ricardo, Harry, Rain, Anastasia, Bradley, Mr. Fulton Raz. Happy birthday out to you. Big 26th birthday there for Mr. Fulton Raz. Welcome back on board. Jimmy, glad to have you back on the stream for this one tonight. And Golden State really hungry coming into this game at 21-20. They're currently tied for 10th in the West with Phoenix. The Celtics really needing to get on the right track, just 8-8 in their last 16 games for Boston. They did not have Porzingis in the last game, nor Al Horford. Horford's leadership should be able to help them out tonight in this one. Plus, Porzingis has been massive. What he has done lately. He is, in the last 5 out of 6 games, he's dropped down at least 18 points for Porzingis recently. But when these two teams met up back in November, it was Golden State who picked up a win at Boston. Jaylen Brown nor Porzingis played in that game. And Jason Tatum, he had 32, and Derek White had 26 in that one. And Derek White was key on Saturday. Much better game than the previous games that he had for the Celtics in the last weeks past or so. But Steph Curry has just kept on burning Boston constantly. 27 points, drilled 4 threes in the last game for Curry. The difference maker was 3-point shot making. Golden State 14 for 34 from the perimeter. Boston 19 for 54 from 3-point range. That is 20 threes greater that the Celtics took, yet they only made 5 threes more than Golden State, which shot 41% from the perimeter. The Celtics are at 35 in the last game. And the telltale story was the same case against the Hawks as well. Way too many threes, 15 for 52 from 3-point range. Just 29%, poor defense. They were great in the first quarter, outscored the Hawks 31-15, but then the wheels just completely fell off for the Celtics there. In the second quarter, they got outscored. In the second quarter, 31-15, or it was 33-21. They led by 12. That was their largest lead. And then, second quarter was really rough, and then they just couldn't close it out. And they had a big run at the end. They just weren't able to close it out, though. What's good, Adam? Welcome in. Yeah, crushing for Baltimore yesterday. Mark Andrews had a fumble, too. That led to Buffalo scoring a field goal, and then he dropped the 2-point conversion, which would have tied it up, forced overtime there. Just absolutely crushing right there. Supreme Trippy, welcome in. Thanks for joining back in. Uncle Pizzle, glad to have you back on the stream here for this one, as he's living life tonight, January 20th, 2025, getting ready for this game. Celtics fully healthy tonight, looking to bounce back. That's what they've done best. They've won every single time this year, following a loss besides once, which was back-to-back losses, December 23, December 25 on Christmas against the Magic and against the Sixers, but all the other times they've won following a loss, and making sure that they do it tonight, because you don't want to go 0-2 against a team that's tied for 10th place in the Western Conference, get swept in the season series against Golden State. Here we go tonight. Top 5 picks for tonight that I've got for my top 5 picks. Kristaps Porzingis, he has been rolling. Really like him tonight, over 18.5 points for KP, as he has been a bright spot offensively recently for the Celtics. He'll be going up against Trayce Jackson-Davis in this matchup, a second-year big man out of Indiana for Golden State. And Porzingis this is his first ever game that he's playing against Golden State as a Celtic. Last 4 games he played was for Washington, prior to being traded to the Celtics back in the offseason of 2023. But Porzingis in 2022 and 2023, when he played for Washington against Golden State, he averaged 28.5 points per game in his last 4 games. He's just had their number. And he's scored 4 straight games with at least 2 made threes as well. So I really like that 3-point total. But Porzingis in the last 5 out of 6, he's dropped down 19. So I love Porzingis tonight on the over 18.5 points. Love Porzingis on over 1.5 made threes. 2 threes are greater in 13 out of 18 games this season. He's going to have to force the big of Trayce Jackson-Davis to stretch and guard him around the perimeter. Porzingis just so lethal when it comes down to transition threes that he sinks down, so watch out for that today. And then the other one is Derek White. Stepped up in the last game for Derek White. I've got him over 14.5 points. He dropped down 26 in the last game against the Warriors back in November 2nd. He had 21, much better again. Best game of the last 10 plus days for Derek White for him against the Hawks on Saturday. So he's built confidence recently for Derek White. And Golden State's got shredded by opposing guards, especially shooting guards. Their last 2 games, they surrendered 28 points to Dante DiVincenzo on Wednesday for Minnesota. And then Jordan Poole dropped down 38 against Golden State for Washington on Saturday. So 2 massive games by DiVincenzo and Jordan Poole in back-to-back games going up against Golden State. Really like Derek White over his 14.5 points. He's averaging over 16 points per game this season. I like him on the rebounds as well. He had 5 rebounds in the first 14 minutes of the game against Atlanta on Saturday. So I like him there too. He's averaging a career best this year, 4.4 boards per game. He had 8 rebounds against the Hawks on Saturday, 6 rebounds against Golden State on November 6th. And I like him to bounce back and have a good game on the glass as well to go over that number. Jaylen Brown, he's really racking up rebounds, averaging around 6 per game, but he's averaging just under 7 boards per game in road games, where he's had much fewer rebounds in home games for his road to home splits. Last 9 out of 10 games against Golden State, he has gone over his player prop of 6+ rebounds there for Jaylen Brown. So I like it right there for him tonight. So that's what I got my top 5 picks in the night there. Kristaps Porzingis over 18.5 points. Kristaps Porzingis over 1.5 made threes. Derek White over 14.5 points. Derek White over 3.5 rebounds. Jaylen Brown over 5.5 rebounds tonight there for my top 5 picks. So let's see, back to the chat here. Yeah, tough one there for the Lakers, but for Uncle Pizzle. Lupe, welcome back in. Thanks for joining in. Ron, glad to have you back in. Renjeff, thanks for joining in. Yeah, crushing right there. The Lions were a no-show. So yeah, I picked Lions and Ravens in the Super Bowl, and that all completely lost out this weekend. Man, that was a huge shocker. I believe the Lions were laying like a 9-point favorite on the line there for that game. And their defense just non-existent up against Washington. Jaden Daniels, man, he is having just an amazing season for him this year. So we're just waiting for this game to start. 8.5-point favorites tonight for Boston over Golden State. We'll be starting off shortly, I believe. Minnesota-Memphis, that game is still going on TNT, so they push back the start time for this game tonight here. Hey, what's good, Vegas? Jeffrey, welcome back in. Depressed Sixers fans, sorry to hear about your team this year, bud. Yeah, it's a rough one over there in Philadelphia this year, man. Prediction for this one, I've got the Celtics. I'm going to go a little bit closer. These two teams play each other close a lot, so I'll go Boston 114, Golden State 109. So I'll go a 5-point win for Boston tonight. They're favored by 8.5 on the line. I feel like that's just a little bit too much right there. I hope that they can provide a statement. But this has been a house of horrors for the Celtics. They've lost 4 in a row against Golden State on the road at Golden State. Last Celtics win at Golden State was Game 1 of the NBA Finals in 2022 in early June. June 2nd, 2022. That was the last time that the Celtics won on the road at Golden State. Couple housekeeping things to do here at a pregame as well. So I'm praying that this stream doesn't glitch today. My apologies about the glitches lately on the streams. It's been happening since Christmas. So what happens is that I lose the score completely in the middle of the game, and it just randomly glitches on the stream. I've tried like a bunch of like fixes and stuff for the issue. I haven't been able to find it, but when I was going through yesterday, my OBS program needed an update, so I updated to the newest version. So, yeah, just praying that hopefully the update fixed the issue. So I hope from here on out that there won't be any glitches in the future. And the other thing is my apologies if anybody out there took it or so when some of my comments about Jason Tatum ended the game fourth quarter against the Hawks on Saturday, that I was just ripping Jason Tatum or so. So my apologies out there about that. I quoted that Jason Tatum is the most overrated player in the history of the NBA. Him with a missed free throw there to win the game got me just so mad. He missed the game-winning free throw. He missed the game-winning shot in the fourth quarter. It was just, oh man, what a tragedy of an ending there. They would have never been in that position if Jaylen Brown hadn't fumbled the basketball, if Jrue Holiday hadn't picked up that terrible reach-and foul. And also, a lot of questionable mistakes down the line by Joe Mazzulla, playing Neemias Queta a lot more in the fourth quarter and overtime than Luke Cornett, who was really good in that game on Saturday. And then he benched Jrue Holiday in overtime. Jrue Holiday didn't see the court in overtime, benched him for Peyton Pritchard, whereas you could have had a lockdown defender out there on the floor. I love Peyton Pritchard with his shooting ability. Did a really good job on Saturday, but in that scenario, you're going to have more veteran experience out there. So there was a lot of questionable mistakes in that game. Jason Tatum, just 1 or 2 misses. That doesn't determine the outcome of the game right there. I feel for him. But there's been good, there's been bad this year about Jason Tatum. Here's the good that I see. Number 4 to MVP right now for odds. He leads the team in scoring, leads the team in rebounding, leads the team in assists for Jason Tatum. He's number 5 right now in scoring in the league. He's number 7 in three-point makes. But what it comes down to is what I got to see a lot more from Jason Tatum is that whenever he possesses the basketball around the perimeter, that ball just completely stops for Jason Tatum. It just completely stops in the perimeter, and then he usually attempts a contested 3, and that's where things just completely die out right there with the offense. It's unfortunate. Like, he's a big reason why the Celtics aren't able to rack up more assists and have better offensive efficiency days, because when that ball gets passed to Tatum around the perimeter, he just goes and hunts down a one-on-one matchup for him instead of, like, taking it to the rim. So I got to see him playing a lot more downhill for him. Too many tough contested shots as well for Tatum. Here's the stat of the night right here. Jason Tatum has attempted 787 total shots. 787 for total shots. 400 of those shots are threes. So 51% of his total shot attempts this year have been threes. 387 have been 2-point shot attempts. He's shooting around 35.7% from 3. That's the second worst percentage out of all players in the top 10, which includes Tatum with 3-point makes. And this guy who's right now on my TV screen, Steph Curry, who leads the league averaging around 4.5 made threes. The only other player that's lower than Tatum inside that top 10 is LaMelo Ball, which is top 3 in the league in 3-point makes this season. Here we go. Derek White, Drew Holiday, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Kristaps Porzingis, and then Steph Curry, Dennis Schroeder, Gary Payton II, Andrew Wiggins, Trace Jackson Davis, the starting 5 tonight for this matchup. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'm rooting for my man JT tonight to go off and drop down at least 30. Revenge game tonight here against Steve Kerr. We'll see how he handles the pressure. And here we go as we are underway. Celtics control the opening tip. Boston left to right on the floor with the first possession. Green jerseys, white numbers, white letters for the Celtics. Tatum at the top, slides over to Porzingis. Porzingis moves into the hands to Tatum. Edge in the midcourt logo. Bounce pass off to Porzingis. Pops up for the 3. Takes it. And he makes it from downtown. Bang, bang by Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis has been sizzling hot recently for him. 5 straight games in a row when he has made at least 2 threes or greater. His player prop keeps him at 1.5 still. Corner 3 no good. Skidded off the rim by Gary Payton II. Tatum collects the first rebound of the night. Tatum lobbed down low off the Brown. Deflected, intercepted. As he got deflected inside, a key by GP2. Schroeder came out with a steal. Payton no good. Stored up. Left it at the rim. Tipped over to Holiday for the defensive rebound. Drew up the floor. Finds Tatum. Tatum up fake. Blows by a defender. Jumper. Swash. There you go. Little dribble up there by JT. Instead of jacking up a contested 3, allowed the defender to bite off the up fake and was able to take one dribble up, knock down the deep 2 at the baseline. Great start for Boston. Well, that's good. Kara, thanks for joining back in. Hockey from home, welcome back in. Deep plays in the stream, welcome aboard. There you go. He had Porzingis' first basket in the night. Cha-ching for that. Right on point. 5-zip here for the Celtics. Jumper straight away. No good. Missed off the back rim by Wiggins there. And a 3-point shot attempt for the Warriors. Derek White at the near side corner. He's guarded by Trace Jackson Davis around the perimeter. They got Porzingis in a mismatch working on GP2. Holiday did not see him, though. Bounce past to Brown at the elbow. Brown drives right on Schroeder. Brown attacks the rack. Kick out to the corner. Went down. No call by the referees. Porzingis takes the 3. Knocks down another one. Oh, baby. It's too easy right now for Kristaps Porzingis. 8-zip for the Celtics. Porzingis is averaging 28.5 points per game in his previous 4 against Golden State. Bounce pass over to the low block. It's Trace Jackson Davis. TJD working on Porzingis. The drive, jumper, baseline. Schroeder connects on it. It's a rainbow of a jumper, able to make it right there. Hey, what's good, baby Illinois? Welcome back in. Hope all is going well. Glad to have you back in. Tatum. He's got 2 so far. Porzingis already with 6. Tatum playing iso ball. Tatum step back 3 over Trace Jackson Davis. Missed off the mark. Full court outlet. Holiday tried to get back. TJD snags it down and he dunks it down with a one-handed flush. See, that was what I was talking about in the pregame. That ball stops when Jason Tatum has it around the perimeter. Instead of driving to the hoop, he tried to shoot a contested one-on-one iso ball 3 over Trace Jackson Davis and bricked it. Porzingis, he's got 6. Drives on Curry, jumper mid-range off the back rim, no good. Like the look right there over the smaller Steph Curry though for KP. Rebound back to Golden State. Jackson Davis gives it off to Schroeder. Schroeder, jumper, free throw circle. Schroeder bounced in for 2. 4 out of the 6 so far through Dennis Schroeder. Celtics back with a possession. Derek White looking to see if he can get on the scoreboard tonight. White at the left wing perimeter. White backs his way. White fell down in the hardwood with it. Tied up by Schroeder. We'll have a jump ball coming up here at the Celtics free throw circle. Yup. Yeah, national championship coming up. The big one later tonight. Notre Dame, Ohio State. We get around, I'd say around like 4 inches that we got for snow. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Didn't start snowing until like 9:30 last night. This jump ball gets awarded to Golden State as they go quick in transition. 2-on-1, missed off the glass, no good by GP2 as we get a battle for the rebound. Jaylen Brown eventually comes down with it, and Jaylen dribbled out of bounds with it as he'll get charged with a turnover. So this will stay Golden State possession, 8:43 remaining in the first. This is a physical game to begin right now. I'm hoping that my stream is actually ahead of a lot of people's as well. I found that there's a function on my TV setting for YouTube TV that these games are always like 15 seconds under delay. You have to find the delay on the TV screen, and then you're able to select real time on it instead of the usual 15-second delay as Golden State scored backdoor with a layup. That is Trace Jackson Davis, who's on the board for his first 2. Brown, spin cycle. Brown lost the handle. Jaylen trying to do too much. Hit the deck with it. Moves it out to Porzingis. Kick out to the wing. Tatum launches an open 3 off the back rim. No good. A rebound secured by GT2. Golden State with possession. The first 4 minutes in action. Wiggins on top into the hands to Schroeder. Schroeder was a former Celtic a couple of years ago. He played before he got traded. Curry launches the 3 off the back heel, misfire. Jaylen Brown collects the defensive rebound. Troy, welcome back in. Kerr on the street, welcome aboard. Yeah, I hope so. Hopefully Tatum can have a 30-plus piece tonight in this one. This is his redemption game going up against Steve Kerr. Yeah, if you guys were on the stream on Saturday, my full apologies out there for ripping Jason Tatum to shreds in late fourth quarter overtime. I was just so mad about that missed free throw, missed 3-point shot at the end that he could have had to win the game. It's just, I've been frustrated with his shot selection this year for Jason Tatum. He's attempted more 3s than 2s. He came into this game attempting 400 total 3-point shots and only 387 total shots for 2s. So he came into this game plus 13 in total 3s attempted than 2s. That's a 51% rate. Porzingis just got fouled shooting 2 at the line. First one's good here for Porzingis. Second shot by Porzingis is good as well. 10-8 for the Celtics. Porzingis out to a tremendous start right now. He's got 8 points already. He has really set the tone early on. A lot of quick starts in the first quarter going through KP. Curry at the top, guarded by Holiday, moves it off to his right. Jackson Davis, handoff. Curry, Holiday went under the screen. Luckily for him, Curry missed the 3 off the rim short. Tatum collected the defensive rebound. White at the left wing, lob down low, deflected off the fingertips of Holiday, intercepted by Wiggins. Wiggins was the X factor. 2022 in the finals. Big reason why, alongside Curry's MVP, why Golden State won finals that year. Jackson Davis is that's a 3 misfired off the back rim by Golden State. Chance here for Curry, though, off the offensive rebound, and he drills it. First made 3 tonight for Steph Curry. Steph Curry has big game after big game constantly against Boston in the past. I think my thing accidentally glitched there, too. Oh, no, I get it back. Celtics just scored on a 3 out on the perimeter. That was the first made 3 in the night for Derek White. Wide open 3 here off the back rim again, missed by Golden State. Number 15, Gui Santos in his opening minute, missing 2 3s so far for him. The Celtics 13-11 now as they lead it, and we're going to have the first timeout taken on the floor tonight. All right, so we're going to take the first timeout here tonight. 6:24 left to go in the opening quarter as we got Boston up by 2, 13-11. Hey, no problem, Jeffrey. Yeah, so I'm actually going to check in on my TV and see if I'm ahead or if I'm behind or where I am right now. Because I found a setting, somebody posted on Twitter about the setting that there's a 15-second delay on, oh, what? Oh, this game's not on NBC Sports Boston, so it's only TNT. Okay. Usually NBC Sports Boston is all the games. They had the Celtics pregame, that's why. Yeah, so I decreased the broadcast delay over my TV. Because if it's on default, it's actually a 15-second delay. Wow, so I'm actually a little ahead. Wow. Yeah, if you guys want me to stay ahead, let me know. If you guys want me to put it on the delay and be a little behind, let me know. I just found this today. It says broadcast delay, and then it's on YouTube TV's function. It's default and decreased. I'll put it back to default. Yeah, so I just put it back to default right there. So I don't mind being 15 seconds behind or so. I did not realize that till today or so. Good start here for Boston so far. Great to see Derek White able to make an early three. Just attempted his first shot of the game and drilled it. Celtics looking good from the perimeter, 3 for 5 right now. 57% to begin at 4 for 7. Tatum still hunting down matchups, playing one-on-one. That's the thing for him, whereas Porzingis is looking real special right now. 2 made threes already by Porzingis. He's got 8 points out of the 13. And a lot of fast starts here for KP, which has been great. Yeah, so NFL overtime for the playoffs, what they do is both teams have to touch the football in the NFL overtime. So if one team, the first team that touches the football, scores a touchdown in the NFL overtime for the playoffs, then the other team needs to possess the football. I think that was changed. It was couple of games, but 2017 when the Patriots came back and won the game that they were down 28-3, they possessed the football in overtime. They had all the momentum and they won that game, and the Falcons didn't even have a chance to possess the football. What's good, Marcus? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Appreciate you here for being a part of the stream once again, brother. You guys are the real legends out in the Bahamas. A lot of great people out there. Philippines get a lot of people that poured in on these streams here. And yeah, national championship college football tonight as well. Notre Dame, Ohio State. It's a big one right there for the national championship. And that's awesome. Kara, enjoy the national championship game. That's incredible. Being able to witness that in person, that's awesome. Yeah, it is super cold. So Joe pointing out he's from Illinois, -2. We're supposed to get into that. I'm from Mass. And it went from like 45 degrees and raining yesterday to like 20 degrees today. Like, for those who didn't shovel, that's all going to ice up and just turn into like complete ice. So if you got snow yesterday and forgot to shovel off your car, make sure to do so, because it's going to be tough to get off tomorrow morning if you have to get to work trying to clear your windshield full of just a whole slate of ice on it. Ice Ice Baby, welcome back in. Speaking of ice right now. Unfortunately, I don't plan on broadcasting the Super Bowl. I'm going to watch that with my family, so I usually don't stream the Super Bowl because I usually get together with my family and watch the Super Bowl. The Nija player, welcome back in. Yeah, I completely went off on Tatum. It was when he missed the free throw. It was like 10 seconds left in that game in the fourth quarter. Completely went off about him. There's the good about Tatum. He leads the Celtics in points, rebounds, and assists, but also he takes so many tough shots, struggles in crunch time, and hoping that he can redeem himself. Porzingis missed the shot down low. As we get back to action, Porzingis with a good deflection came right back into the hands of Buddy Hield as he dumped it off, though, to Gui Santos, and he threw it down with a two-handed flush. It's a lucky possession there for Golden State, able to translate to 2 points. Midway through the opening quarter, physical game right now as we're halfway to 26 for these two teams on the scoreboard. Past the 6 minutes left to go in the first. Holiday, kick out quarter. Horford, first time in the game tonight, launched the three, no good. White, battle for the rebound. Pinwheeled around, in and out of his hands, goes out of bounds. Tough one there, too. Derek White thought he was fouled. He bobbled it like 4 or 5 times in between both of his hands, right hand, left hand, trying to save it at the baseline, but then he lost it out of bounds off the baseline as he was battling with one other player for Golden State at the baseline with it. Bounce pass out to the wing to Gui Santos as he hands it over to Hield. Outside, moves it off to Moody. Moody drives downhill. Kick out to the baseline. Jumper deep, too. Swoosh by Golden State by Kevon Looney. 15-13 now for the Warriors. Yeah, when I say that ball moves, that's exactly the possession there for Golden State. They drove it and kicked it out to an open player. I like to see that more out of Tatum instead of the ball stopping around the perimeter. Jaylen Brown getting into the mid-range. He connects on it. JB right now on the board. First 2 for him tonight. 29 points in the last game for Jaylen Brown. That was that massacre game that the Celtics won back in early March last year. He didn't play in the first matchup in November, but Jaylen Brown went off. I remember he drilled like 3 straight threes in a row, daring Golden State to guard him, and Golden State did not care about guarding Jaylen Brown in the first half of that game. The score was 72-38 at one point, and it was basically over well before we got into halftime. Curry just got fouled. He'll shoot 2 at the line. First one's good for Steph Curry. That's the first personal foul of the night charged to Boston as well. It's on Derek White. And second free throw is good. 17-15 right now. Still a little glitchy, I guess. Yeah, it did lose the camera. I even updated it too. Huh. So we're down to around 4.5 left to go in the first. Holiday sneaks his way around. Holiday to the rim. Scores. Up and off the backboard. First basket in the night for Jrue Holiday. Hield sends it over to Looney. Looney at the left wing perimeter. Bounce pass over to Trace Jackson Davis now. TJD Curry downhill off to Looney. Looney missed the layup. No good, out of bounds. Deflected off Golden State. This will go back to the Celtics. Yeah, it's going to be like single digits tomorrow morning, from what I heard. 17 even, approaching the 4-minute mark left to go in the opening quarter. Jaylen Brown at the right wing. Brown moves it off on top. First time on the floor tonight for Peyton Pritchard. Pritchard lobs it up over the top for Luke Cornett. Shoves it down with a two-handed flush. Good teamwork right there. Luke Cornett on the board with an alley-oop jam. Peyton Pritchard recording the assist. Curry at the top, guarded by Cornett, slides it off to his right. Back outside, Curry jacks up a ridiculous 3 from the Chase Center logo. Missed off the mark, no good. The Celtics have it back with Horford. Horford on top, bounce pass, and it's rolled a kickball violation, charged to Golden State. Celtics looking good right now from 3. 3 for 6 from the perimeter. I can take that. 6 isn't too bad in this stage of the game. Usually by this rate, they're like 3 for 12 from 3-point range for like games that they're losing. So this is not bad here currently. They're just going to match the physicality that Golden State's offered, and Brown will jack up at the 3. That's too long. Offensive rebound right back to Horford. Pritchard On the outside, moves it over to Brown. That's Brown, Pritchard, Horford, White, and Cornette. The 5 on the floor. Brown accelerates. Brown drops it into the bucket. It is good. Up and in with a right-hand layup. Great attack speed right there. Straight line to the hoop by Jaylen Brown. Schroeder has it at the left wing. Bounce pass towards his right off to Wiggins around the perimeter. Bumped into and fouled by Jaylen Brown here. Hey, there you go. Everybody got a snow day there for Ice Ice Baby at work. Michael, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Hope so. Hopefully they can bounce back for this one tonight. That's miss on a 3, but a bad foul committed by Sam Hauser. This will be 3 free throws here at the line for Golden State coming up. Sam Hauser, a terrible foul. 3 shots coming up after the timeout. We're going to head to the timeout first as Boston will burn his timeout with 2:58 remaining in the first. Oh, man, they had so much momentum. That second unit was looking good. Pritchard and Cornette came into the game, and then Sam Hauser with a tough foul. He's had a tough time this year trying to find his consistency. Right now, since we're in a timeout, this stream is also sponsored by Games Go. Games Go is a subscription sharing platform that allows users to access subscription services at a lower cost by sharing accounts. Use my promo code EJPMU for my referral for discounts on the Games Go site. The link for Games Go is posted in the description of this video. The link is also pinned in the chat as well. Games Go offers shared premium subscriptions for a lower monthly cost to websites such as the New York Times, Wall Street Journal, Grammarly, Duolingo, Deezer, Crunchyroll, DeepL, Perplexity AI, Gamma, UPDF, and Scribe. To check out Games Go, providing high-quality, affordable streaming for over 5 years. And all these are monthly subscriptions. The New York Times, $1.25 per month for the New York Times bundle. It also includes the sports news website, The Athletic, which is a cheaper cost than the current subscription price included in the New York Times bundle, as The Athletic is around $1.99 per month. And this for the entire New York Times bundle, which includes The Athletic alongside news articles, audio narrated news stories, cooking recipes, and online games, is all for just $1.25 a month on Games Go. All those links, or the links for Games Go, are posted in the chat, pinned to the chat, posted in the description of this video. Also, the Wall Street Journal on Games Go for $10.99 per month, much cheaper than this current subscription rate. News organization at the WSJ that provides news coverage on business, financial, and economic news. Grammarly is $8.99 a month, much cheaper than the current $30 a month subscription. And Grammarly is a writing assistant website that corrects grammar, spelling, punctuation, and more in your writing. Duolingo is a language learning app that allows users to learn different languages throughout the world. Deezer is a music streaming app, offers more than 120 million soundtracks to music, podcasts, radio stations throughout the world. Crunchyroll is a streaming service that specializes in Japanese anime, films, and television. DeepL is a machine learning-based translation service that uses AI to translate text into various languages. Perplexity AI is an AI search engine that provides results and answers to complex questions and answers. And also Gamma allows users to generate images through AI. UPDF is a PDF editor that allows users to read, edit, and convert PDF files. And Scribed is a subscription-based digital library that provides access to documents, including audiobooks, magazines, and more. Check out Games Go if you're looking to save money. All these great deals right now at Games Go, providing high-quality, affordable streaming for over 5 years. 4-point game. Not a bad start for Boston. Their defense helping them out so far. It's been a physical game. They can't back down from the challenge. It's actually been a pretty good shooting game right now for Boston. Just going to have to get some more rebounds out there. Golden State 4-1 currently in the offensive rebounds column. 2 free throws by Golden State here at the line. Actually, it's going to be 3 by Buddy Hield. The first one was no good. So where we left off was Sam Hauser. Bad foul contesting Buddy Hield's shot from three-point range. And second free throw out of 3 is good, so it's 21-18. Third free throw, no good, around the rim and out. Celtics will take that. 1 out of 3 that trip at the line for Buddy Hield. Tatum up the floor. He's on the court with Pritchard, Cornette, Hauser, and Horford. Tatum brings along the double, gets it away, but his pass got intercepted inside the key, deflected off the Moody for the steal. Open 3 by Hield, no good off the mark. Cornette saves it for the defensive rebound, back into the hands of Moody, though, at the baseline, stole away from Horford, and a bad pass by Moody around the perimeter results in a turnover. Hey, they'll live with that right now, causing chaos. Great coverage there by the Celtics to get back defensively, and whatever mistakes Golden State will make, the Celtics will see if they can translate these into points tonight. Tatum slides it off to Pritchard, pulls up from the parking lot, missed off the back rim, no good, and a 29-footer, and it goes right back over to Golden State. Thought about the step back with Schroeder. Schroeder on the outside, bounce pass, drops it down to Jackson Davis, shovels over to Buddy Hield on a 3, around the rim and out. Tatum collects the defensive rebound. They've had a lot of good looks so far, cannot buy a 3-point shot, though, recently for Golden State. Tatum, cha-ching, from the perimeter, makes it. That's what I love right there for JT. When he's open, decides to pull the trigger, launch a 3. It was a non-contested 3. And he was pure money right there for Jason Tatum. Golden State is 1 for 11 at 9% from 3. Celtics are 4 for 9 to start things off. Celtics -2 in 3-point shot attempts. A terrible turnover right there by Buddy Hield as he chucked it at Al Horford. And Buddy Hield hit the deck. It will go back to Boston. Golden State right now looking a little bit rattled with their offense. This is kind of similar to the Magic game on Friday, where they were taking it more to the rim, attempting more 2s than 3s. Tatum, tough shot, the low block, no good. Lou Cornette, right place, right time, puts it back up and in. Off the glass, good for 2 more. 8-point lead by the Celtics. Golden State is yet to make a field goal in over 4 minutes. Defense been key so far tonight here. Hield at the left wing. Moves it over to the elbow into the hands to Wiggins. Backs his way in the smaller Pritchard. Wiggins slides it out on top to Schroeder. Jacks up the 3 over Tatum. That's an air ball out of bounds. And the Celtics will have it. Tatum knows the scouting report. Former teammate Dennis Schroeder, not an efficient 3-point shooter. And Tatum decided not even to bother contesting. He just put both of his hands up in the air, but didn't even jump and attempt to block it or anything. Lob down low. Horford flings it out to the corner. Hauser open 3. Swash! Ho ho ho! Yeah, that is great ball movement. 14:01 run by the Celtics. Outside to inside, and Horford inside the low post just flings it out to the open corner perimeter shooter with Sam Hauser to bury it. That's a great possession. Final 30 seconds left to go in the first. Coming off the screen is Hield. Hield is locked down here by Horford. On top, slides it over to Schroeder. 5 in the shot clock. Schroeder well away from the rim. Schroeder dribbles up. Schroeder drives. On Horford, lost the handle of the basketball out of bounds with 0.3 in the shot clock. It will stay. Golden State ball. Can't really do too much, though, with this possession if you're Golden State. You have 0.3 remaining here on the shot clock. And it resulted in an inbound either way. Celtics 29-18 with the possession. Shot clock turned off here. Peyton Pritchard backs his way in. Schroeder at the left wing perimeter. Pritchard now here, switch guarded by Moody. Lobs it over to Horford. Bouncing bodies. Horford down to the waning seconds left to go. Kick out. Corner again. Sam Hauser off the mark. No good. Horford put back at a buzzer. No good off the mark. We close out at the end of the first quarter of action. 29-18 Celtics as Boston is rolling through 1 here in the books. Really good start tonight here for Boston. Really, really good start. Needed to see this, and all starts with their defense. Their defense looking magnificent right now. Yeah, that was tough. Tough catch right there with conditions. I feel for Mark Andrews right there. Tough one. But, I mean, one play isn't going to depend the outcome of a game. It's all about a collection of the entire game. And Mark Andrews had fumbled the football too. He had caught the ball middle of the field, and then he was trying to like make yards after catch, and he was moving like horizontally down the field, and then he got stripped of the football and lost it. Yeah, just tough game with the miscues for Baltimore. Baltimore should have won that game if it wasn't for the turnovers for them. Those turnovers crushed them yesterday. Wow, -9 tonight. Yeah, we're supposed to get down to I think single digits where I am. Good start for Porzingis. A point a minute so far for KP. 8 points, 8 minutes. Also got 2 rebounds so far. 5 points by Tatum. 4 points by Jaylen Brown. Off the bench, Luke Kornet's got 4. Sam Hauser with a big-time 3. Final minute in the second. And Drew Holiday's got 2. So good balance. 7 different scores so far in this game. Golden State's had a bunch of looks, and they just cannot make 3-point shots. 1 for 12 from the perimeter for Golden State. Celtics providing balance. 5 for 11 from 3, 11 for 20 from the floor, 55% shooting, 45.5% from 3. It's a really good start. They're +4 in the glass. Only thing that they need to keep an eye on right now is that they are getting out-rebounded just by a tad on the offensive glass. They were down 4-1 in offensive rebounds, but Luke Kornet, since he's checked into the game, he's helped out that cause with an offensive rebound himself. For Luke Kornet, Al Horford's got 2 to his offensive rebounds, so all of a sudden there's just -1 on the offensive rebounds. But the defensive boards, just forcing stops, collecting the initial defensive rebound for the most part for them, and they lead that defensive rebound number 10-5 right now. Also turnovers too, 5 turnovers for them. For Boston. Golden State's got 2. Golden State had 2 pretty bad turnovers late stretch of the first quarter. If you guys are new to the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, or ring the notification bell as well for this one here. Celtics looking good right now. They were up against the Hawks by 12. That one didn't go their way, but it's all about bouncing back tonight and making sure they have a much better second, third, and fourth quarter here. Golden State with a possession. Curry on the floor. Trace Jackson Davis. Andrew Wiggins and Gary Payton II, and Tatum collects the steal at the right wing perimeter. That ball got knocked down, and the Celtics have it. Tatum on the floor. Hauser, Horford, Pritchard, Holiday. That's the 5 they got currently here. Nice shovel pass by Pritchard off the Drew. Underneath, he scores for 2. That is unselfish basketball there. A guy that's been the 6th man of the year candidate off the bench, but doing a little bit of everything to help out his team with a beautiful dime off the Drew Holiday, who just scored. Pritchard has the basketball as well. Quick up the floor off the Golden State miss. Pritchard, a lot of dribbling here. Pritchard stuck a guarded Curry at the baseline. Gives it over to Holiday. Holiday, left baseline dribble. Slides it out to the wing. Horford across the floor off to Pritchard. Pritchard lines up a 3. Came off the rim short. Offensive rebound controlled by Drew, though, and Drew got held up to and fouled. Lindy Waters III, the guilty party who picked up the reach and foul. (31-18). Celtics get the inbound. Pritchard at the top of the key off the Tatum screen. Payton Pritchard 1-on-1 guarded by Wiggins. Bounce pass off the Tatum. Top of the free throw circle. Jumper 18-footer over Curry. Off the rim, no good. Looney controls the defensive rebound. That ball just stops there whenever Jason Tatum has possession of it. Top of the free throw circle, around the wing of the perimeter, or around the outside of the perimeter. He just always wants to attempt a one-on-one iso ball type of shots and couldn't make it over. Curry gonna redeem himself off the glass there. Picks up the defensive rebound for Tatum. Pritchard. Quick burst of speed up the floor, finds Drew on the outside off the Tatum. Tatum's guarded by Looney here. Tatum, a lot of dribbling, one-on-one playing iso ball. Once again, Tatum came off the rim short. Holiday battled for the rebound, and it went off Golden State last, according to the refs. Tatum gets lucky. It will stay Boston possession. New 14 in the shot clock as Wiggins, according to the referees, he knocked it off Drew Holiday out of bounds. I don't know about that right there. That looked like it was more so off of Drew, honestly, on that last replay. That was a tough one there for Golden State. Inbound goes to Pritchard. Pritchard, huge side step to his right. Took the three. Missed it off the rim. No good, though. Wiggins collected the defensive rebound. Golden State's missed 8 straight shots in a row. Curry, drive, kick, quarter, 3. That's not even close over to selling their offensive rebound. Put back, though, by Looney for the bucket. And that ends a 9 straight shooting drought that they were missing field goals on for Golden State. Tatum, look what you can do when you drive right to the rim. He does exactly that with a two-handed flush. JT, you the man right there. Keep on attacking. And a timeout by Steve Kerr. It's as simple as that. You got gaps in the defense. Straight line dribble drive. Jason Tatum just ate up the entire Golden State defense on that possession. Where the last couple shots that he was attempting was straight up one-on-one attempted shots over one defender. He finally decides to take it to the rim, and look what that can do for you. It gets you as easy as a 2 as it could get you. Straight up rack attack there for JT. 33-20. And this is with Porzingis on the bench. And Porzingis has been a massive factor in the scoring column for them recently. Some really good balance going around tonight. I like what Peyton Pritchard's doing right now. Peyton Pritchard has yet to score, but what he's been doing, he's been tossing in dimes for him. He's got 2 assists right now for Peyton Pritchard. Al Horford, he's got 2 rebounds for him so far. Also a block and an assist. So he hasn't scored either, but padding the stat sheet in other ways for Al Horford. Those are the 2 guys that haven't scored tonight that's checked into the game. Pritchard and Horford. Everybody else has scored. Everybody else has scored at least 3. It's not like they have 1. It's not like they have 2. Everybody else has at least 3 right now. 8 by Porzingis, 7 by Tatum, 4 by Holiday, Brown, and Cornette. And then 3 each by White and Hauser. It's good balance. Yeah, this is... Look what happens when you play defense. You commit towards hanging your hats on the defensive side of the floor. There's going to be a lot of good things that happen for your team. And right now it's happening in a huge way currently. Able to start to neutralize Curry. Curry has not really been a factor. He's made 3 points. He scored 5 right now. He's 1 for 4 shooting. He hit a 3 and then he made 2 free throws. He's the top scorer at Golden State. I mean, that's massive that the top scorer's only got 5 points. And we're only around 9.5 minutes before halftime. Like, these guys are giving it their all tonight. Playing 110% effort. Playing with Celtics pride. Even though there's been times where the shots haven't dropped. 13 for 26. Still 50% currently. Hey, what's good? The Code Man. Welcome back in. Thanks for joining in. If you guys enjoy the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up. Hit the like. Hit the subscribe right now in the timeout. Got around 100 plus watching currently. 13 for 26 from the floor for the Celtics. 5 for 14 from 3. If they take out Tatum's shot attempts, Tatum has a third of the attempted shots so far in this game he's attempted. So if you take out Tatum's shot attempts, that would be 18 shot attempts on, they'd be 10 for 18. So Tatum's taken a lot of tough shots for him. But if you take out his attempts, they will be 10 for 18 right now, which would up it to 55.5% from the floor for everybody else besides Tatum right now for the Celtics. And if you take out his 3-point shot attempts, they would be 4 for 11 from the perimeter. So that's a tad better. That's 36%. He's 1 for 4 from 3. But when he's missed shots has been when he strictly plays one-on-one. He's trying to do too much and attempt a jumper over somebody else. This time he gets double-teamed, and it's a bad pass by Tatum as he was forced backwards towards midcourt, results in an interception by Lindy Waters. Looney puts the ball into the hands to Curry. Curry moves it off the roller. Looney dish outside to the wing. Waters open three, bricked it off the back room, no good. Tatum tips it off to Holiday for the defensive rebound. Up the floor finds Hauser. Hauser laces the three off the back heel, no good. Tipped out of bounds off of the Celtics, according to the ref. Porto, welcome in. You got $400 in the Warriors. Did you make a mistake? I wouldn't say that just yet. Celtics were up by 12 and lost against the Hawks on Saturday, so we still got a long way left to go. If Golden State wants to come back in this game, they have to make a shot. That's the first thing. They cannot make a shot whatsoever right now as Wiggins, down inside, gets fouled. He'll shoot two at the free throw line as Peyton Pritchard picks up the shooting foul. 1 for 15 from 3. If they start to drill threes, which they can, because they get the greatest shooter in the planet on their team with Steph Curry, he's going to have to go off, though, for like 6-7 threes. He's going to need to end the game with like 8 threes statted for him on the stat sheet if they want to have a chance to come on back in this game, because right now they're just 1 for 15. The first free throw is good. Golden State 8 for 30 from the floor, 27% shooting, 1 for 15 from 3 at 6.7%. Second shot by Wiggins is good. 11-point game with the Celtics with the basketball. Holiday on the floor with Porzingis. He's back in the game, and he's been the major X factor so far. Holiday, Porzingis, Brown, Pritchard, and Hauser. The 5 in the court. Porzingis pops up for the 3 over Looney. Halfway down, no good. Rattled out. Tipped out of bounds off of the Celtics as the referees rolled out of bounds off Drew Holiday. Yeah, Drew trying to plead his case over there to the officials, but unable to get the call right there. And Celtics going to challenge. Yeah, I believe Joe Mazzulla is going to challenge this on the rebounds. Yeah, that's a tough camera angle right there. Drew Holiday, battle for the rebound, but whoa. That looked like it was off GP2. That clearly looked like it was off Gary Payton II. We're going to head to the timeout. This is being reviewed by Joe Mazzulla for the Celtics on possession arrow of this rebound out of bounds. So Drew Holiday tried to scoop up the rebound, and as soon as he was trying to come down with it inside the key, Gary Payton II deflected it, and it went off Holiday, and then it went back. It shot right back off of GP2 and out of bounds. That's how, for where I see it on the replay. So this should be the Celtics getting this basketball back with an inbound coming up. So this is under a coach's challenge here. Celtics by 11 and we'll see if they do have possession coming up out of timeout. Yeah, it's not really. So we're only in the second quarter out of 4 total quarters. So yeah, this isn't really a gigantic lead. So like a big lead is like anything that's like 25 plus or so. If it's 25 plus, there's like it gets much more difficult to come back. But I've seen teams come back from like 20 plus points down before. It's the higher the score, it's much tougher. Usually when you get up into the zone of like 15, 16, that's where the comebacks start to drop. So there's a lot of comebacks that's anywhere in the double digits, from like 10 points to like 15 points. And then after like a 15-point lead, it gets like drastically smaller for any team that is up by like 16, 17. There's usually a cutoff around those numbers, or so around like 15, 16. That's when the cutoff starts to make it tougher for teams to come on back. But yeah, there's been a good chunk of double-digit leads that's been blown. That's, of course, been like 11-point comebacks, 12-point comebacks. For Golden State, they need to find a shot. For the Celtics right now, they just got to keep on doing what they're doing and lock up Golden State if they're going to win this game. Because the X factors tonight, Curry is going to need to make like 8 threes in order to win this game for Golden State. And then on the other side, Porzingis is going to need to keep on pouring in buckets for him. And plus, Tatum hasn't really got going. He's got 7. Jaylen Brown's only got 4. Jaylen Brown's only shot 3 shots right now. Jaylen Brown, 2 for 3. 4 points, 2 assists, 1 rebound. Yeah, he's turned into playmaker central, though, for him recently. He's been massive as a playmaker. And Jaylen Brown's attempted fewer shots than Tatum's attempted 8. Porzingis has attempted 5. And then it's Jaylen Brown is right now 2 for 3. So this will be Celtics basketball. They win the challenge. Inbound goes to Porzingis. Porzingis at the top of the key. Sends it off to Brown. Brown dribbles out to the left corner. Brown backs his way on to Wiggins. 1-on-1 turnaround jumper at the baseline. No good. Missed off the back rim. And we have another loose ball foul off the rebound charge to Golden State. It will stay Celtics possession. It's on Dennis Schroeder who commits the foul. Yeah, this feels like the Celtics should be up more. Drew Holiday, far side of the floor to inbound passer. Holiday, Brown, Porzingis, Hauser, and Pritchard. The 5 in the court currently. Brown dribbles up inside. Brown downhill to the rim. No good. Missed off the glass. Too strong. So the rebound goes right back over to Golden State here. Schroeder moves it towards the far side. Into the hands here to Wiggins. He's guarded by Porzingis around the perimeter. Wiggins shacks up a 3. Missed off the rim. No good. Tipped off the glass. Hauser comes down with a defensive rebound. They're now 1 for 16 from 3-point range at 6%. Holiday laces up the 3. He nails it. Just like that, all of a sudden, a 14-point lead. 1 made field goal for Golden State in the last 5.5 plus minutes. Schroeder, wide open 3, and he nails it. He's usually not known as a perimeter shooter for Dennis Schroeder right there. Celtics by 11 once again. Pritchard guarded at the corner by GP2. Moves it on top off to Brown. Brown dribbles up. Drives to the elbow. Bounce past Porzingis. Pops up for the open look at a 3. Came off the rim. Short rebound gets controlled by Looney. Golden State down to 7 minutes left to go before halftime here. Schroeder at the top. Sends it out to his right. Moody bounce pass off to Looney. Looney back outside. And this pass got deflected, intercepted by Pritchard. Pritchard out to the races, 1 defender to beat, and he scores right over him for 2. Peyton Pritchard a steal and a layup. Absolute hustler for Peyton Pritchard. He's got 4 right now for Pritchard. Runner. No good by Schroeder. Holiday tips it over to Pritchard for the defensive rebound. Celtics doing a really good job on the glass. Able to tip it over to the nearest player. Pritchard drives baseline. Pritchard underneath. Pritchard with position. Got it. Able to stop at the front rim and bounce in for Peyton Pritchard. Need the Energizer Bunny on the floor. He's giving you all the answers you need right now. Midway through the second. 15-point lead for the Celtics. Wiggins, guarded by Pritchard. Wiggins gets around the screen, fires it out to the left wing. Moody takes the 3, no good off the mark, and there is Porzingis who controls the defensive rebound. Holiday up the court here. Celtics riding on all full cylinders. Tatum's currently on the bench. They're still gunning for more points here. Drew at the corner off the Brown. Jaylen Brown, far side corner, dribbles up, left baseline dribble, bounce pass, corner. Hauser outside, Pritchard, pull up Jay from the parking lot off the back rim, no good. Rebound controlled by Moody out of the pack. Lob got sent over to Wiggins as Wiggins gets blocked by Porzingis. Celtics have it once again. Porzingis making a big impact with his first block of the night here, and the ball got deflected out of bounds in transition. Hauser's pass broken up by Moses Moody out in the fast break. Yep, Golden State looking like they need to shake some things up with their team. They got nobody that can make a shot. I understand it. If this is a road game, I fully understand that. But this is a game on your home floor for Golden State and the inability to make a three. It is apparent right now in this game as Porzingis gets a wide open inbound and scores for an easy 2. Nobody can match up with Porzingis. 7-3 against guys out there who are 6'10 or smaller on the floor. He is just dominating. Double digits by Porzingis. 10 points and 4 rebounds for KP so far tonight as Steve Kerr has to burn a timeout. Wow, this is a national tragedy right now for Golden State. Golden State, the last time they played in an afternoon, like a late afternoon window against the Celtics, they got lit up. And they were down by 50 in that game in March. Both of these teams did play each other back in November. It was a night game that started around 7:30, but I think that was a game on Sunday afternoon last year. It was in early March, and the Celtics just completely lit them up. Porzingis already with 10. Big block as well. Celtics turning it up big time. They got 4 blocks right now. This is a Celtics team we know. I remember last year on my streams, I was talking about tons of blocks they had. Like going back to a bunch of games that they had like 8 blocks, 10 blocks, 12 blocks in. Tonight they got 4 blocks in the first half. 10 by Porzingis, 7 by Tatum, 7 by Drew Holiday. That's great. Like, for him to get some offensive output right here, that is really excellent tonight. Jaylen Brown, he's only got 4. Derek White's got 3. Off the bench, Peyton Pritchard, 4 points for him. Luke Cornett's got 4. Sam Hauser's got 3. Yeah, usually the guy that's known to injure those players, the catalyst, 8 here tonight. Draymond Green, DMP for this game here. Along with a couple other players for Golden State. Horford with an incredible contest on Moody, but Moody nails the 3. 42-28. That's only the second made 3 tonight for Golden State right now. That's the third. Check that. They're 3 for 19 from the perimeter. Derek White. He's got 1 3 so far. At the right wing, lobs it off to Horford. Horford at the low block, guarded by Curry. As Horford backs his way, and Curry gets called in the reach-in foul. And there was a technical issue to Golden State as well. Jason Tatum nails the free throw. So Gooey. Oh, Trace Jackson Davis, defensive 3 seconds in the key was rolled on that technical foul on that possession. The Celtics also get the inbound here. Tatum at the top, guarded by Trace Jackson Davis, one-on-one. Tatum drives downhill. Tatum to the cup. Tatum gets fouled. I believe that was before the shot charged to Gooey Santos. Yeah, they're going to reset. That was before the shot. Glitched once again. Luckily, I got my timer back, though, so that's good. And down low, Jaylen Brown able to operate and score for 2 off the inbound. 45-28 Celtics. Big-time game here for Boston. Runner inside the key, off balance, missed by Moody, ripped away by Horford. Everybody making contributions right now for Boston in this game. White brings up the floor. White on the court with Tatum, Porzingis, Brown, and Horford. Tatum at the elbow. Tatum brings along the double. Bounce pass White. Gets the way towards his left. Brown outside to Porzingis at the corner. Porzingis dribbles up. Porzingis bouncing bodies. Jumper. Mid-block off the glass too strong. Trace Jackson Davis controls the defensive board. Under 4 minutes left to go in the second here. Curry launches the 3. Off the rim, no good. Tatum with another big rebound. Jason Tatum right now imposing his will on the glass. He's got 6 rebounds. White, lob down low. Porzingis rises up for the jumper. Belts in. It's good for 2 by KP. 47-28. Kristaps Porzingis leads the way with 12 in this game. Curry at the top. Pocket pass underneath Santos. Huge rejection by Porzingis. Not going to give him the block, though, and the credit. It will be ruled a goaltend. Oh, man, that was awesome there by Porzingis, but unable to get that credit as a block, as Gui Santos was able to get it just a nick of time off the glass on a backdoor layup. Very, very close there. If he had floated up that shot, Porzingis would have got credit for it. Tatum steps into the three, bricked off the back rim, no good. And Moody controls the defensive rebound here. 17-point lead for the Celtics, approaching the 3-minute mark left to go. Curry, left baseline dribble. Curry, runner, connects on it. Steph Curry been silent throughout this first half there. He is up to now 7 points currently. Celtics by 15. White at the left wing. Thought about jacking up a shot. Gave it over to Brown, though. Brown backs his way. Brown at the low block. Jalen swings it behind his back. Horford moves it off to the corner. Porzingis as his three came off around the rim and out. Good look. It was halfway down. Missed it around the rim and out, though. Curry turns the corner for more. He's got 9 up and in off the backboard. 47-34. That's the guy that can burn you. He's going to have to drop down 40 in this game tonight to give Golden State a fighting chance. Tatum at the elbow. Tatum up fake. Slides it out on top. Porzingis for the 3. Halfway down again. Rattled out. Man, this rim does not like Porzingis' 3 recently. Drive, a kick, a quarter, 3. Moody off the rim, no good. Porzingis with a one-handed rebound. Derek White. Passing midcourt. Derek White. Guarded at the left wing by Buddy Hield, 1-on-1. Derek White looking to do it himself. Derek White shakes a defender. Outside Porzingis, lob to Tatum. Tatum, a kick out, quarter. Al Horford got it. Cha-ching, it's a 3 at the right corner for a big Al Horford. I love the playmaking right there by Tatum. Other plays he would have just put up a jumper contested at the free throw circle, but great assist there to the corner off to Horford to dump it out too. Under a minute and a half left to go. 50-36 now as Golden State just scored. White, edge of the midcourt logo. Derek White working on Moses Moody at the top of the key. Derek White lobs it over to Tatum at the left elbow. Tatum guarded by Hield, 101. Tatum bouncing bodies here, backs his way on Hield. Tatum rises for the jumper, deep 2, connects on it. JT knocks it down. Everything clicking in this first half for Boston. 16 up right now. Hand off to Hield. Pocket pass off to Jackson Davis, and no good, missed off the glass. Then the refs rolled a foul charge to Porzingis. 51.8 left to go before half. Two free throws here at the line for Trace Jackson Davis. First one is no good. Came off the rim short. There are 0 players right now in double figures for Golden State. Celtics with 2. 12 by Porzingis. Tatum's got 10. Second free throw is good by Jackson Davis. 15-point lead. 51 seconds left to go. Celtics out possession. Drew Holiday on the floor with Tatum, White, Horford, and Brown to close out the quarter. Top of the key here with Drew. Tatum sets the screen. Drew towards his right, slides it over to Tatum. Tatum guarded by Wiggins. Elevates for the 3. Off the glass, no good. Didn't even hit rim towards the left side of the glass. Curry came down with a rebound. 10-second differential. Shot clock and game clock to close out the opening half. Curry off the TJD. GP2 handoff. Curry launches a 3, no good. Jaylen Brown had the rebound, but got deflected out of his hands by GP2, and it gets thrown down by Trace Jackson Davis. 13-point lead now. Celtics got out-hustled that play. Jaylen Brown just unable to squeeze it. Holiday has that the left wing, guarded by Curry, 101. Final seconds left to go to close out the quarter. Drew lobs it over to Brown. Brown at the baseline, and before he gets fouled. A little bit more time on the clock here. We got 3.6 seconds left. And this will result in an inbound. There was a foul that Golden State could give. Not on the shot, so this will be an inbound here to reset the Celtics offense. Jason Tatum, the inbound passer, far side of the floor. Horford just checked out of the game. Porzingis back in, final possession. The lob gets sent to Brown. Brown down low, turn around inside the key, rolls in for two for JB. Great job there to post up. Schroeder's three came up short. And that is it. We close out going to halftime. Celtics looking real good tonight so far. Look what happens when you play defense and you commit towards the defensive side of the floor. They're doing it tonight. 54-39 Celtics. Looking for much indeed improvements in the second stage of this season. And right now, things looking real good in that first half. Just all around awesome first half. Like that, that's a tremendous possession. Jaylen Brown posting up. Jason Tatum, his ability to just lob it inside to Jaylen Brown instead of keeping his eyes around the perimeter for a three, for them to drop a play there, to just lob it inside for Jaylen Brown to just pound it and score. I mean, that means something right now. Like, I like how they're playing. They're playing inside. And that's how you win ball games with this team. You play down low, and then eventually it's going to open up the perimeter. Celtics are winning this game despite 29% shooting from three. Like, you know you're going to have off nights from three-point range. You got to commit towards the defensive end of the floor and play defense, and right now they're doing it. This is an awesome game because you're never going to be perfect from three-point range. Some games are going to shoot 50%. You're going to be blazing, and things are going to look real well. Some games are going to be way off, like tonight. They're only 7 for 24 from three. They're 29% for the perimeter, but look what it's got them. A 15-point lead right now, and it starts on the defensive side of the floor. Celtics holding Golden State to 18 points and 21 points in 2 quarters each. 12 points by Porzingis. He's going to block as well. Tatum, 10 points. Committed on the glass today. 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Also a steal for JT. Jaylen Brown, 8 points. Derek White has a block alongside a made 3. Derek White's only attempted 1 shot so far, so I would expect that to change in half 2. Derek White has had some pretty good games against Golden State in the past. Like, once he taps into aggressiveness, then this could get real ugly in terms of the scoreboard if Steph Curry and other players can't step up. Steph Curry, 9 points. Nobody really else, though. Dennis Schroeder's got 7. And then Trace Jackson Davis with 5. Moses Moody with 5. Dennis Schroeder, there's a minus 19. Like, he's constantly getting hunted down. Yeah, Golden State came out. They made it physical. They're without Draymond Green today, but the Celtics not backing down from the challenge, able to make it equally as physical right back to them. And it just speaks to volumes. The shooting percentages that Golden State's going through, just tremendous defense. Like, these are contests after contest after contest by the Celtics D. Golden State, 15 for 47 shooting, 32%. 3 for 24 from 3, 12.5% from the perimeter. Celtics are 48% shooting, only 29% from 3 though, but points in the paint, 28-18. They've worn them down inside. They got guys just able to post up, able to cut backdoors, score to the hoop, driving straight on them as well. Tatum had that soaring dunk that he drove right through the middle of the defense. They're able to just cut them up inside the paint. I've yet to get to the scoreboard tonight. Let's see what we got here tonight. A lot of games already finished up earlier today in the NBA. Pistons beat the Rockets. That's a shock there. 107-96. The Pistons, right now, currently as a play-in team at the moment. Really dangerous team after a slow start. They're 1 game above 500 at 22-21. Grizzlies beat the T-Wolves. Tight game there, 108-106. That was the national TV game before this one. Knicks beat the Hawks 119-110, and the Cavs jumped all over the Suns 118-92. Yeah, so Golden State's actually in 10th place right now. So with Phoenix, with their loss, Golden State jumps above Phoenix, and Golden State's in 10th. Phoenix is back to 11th. So right now we're just at halftime. This stream is also sponsored by Games Go. Games Go is a subscription sharing platform that allows users to access subscription services at a lower cost by sharing accounts. Use my promo code EJPMU for my referral for discounts on the Games Go site. The link for Games Go is posted in the description of this video. It's also pinned to the chat as well in the live stream for my link. Games Go offers shared premium subscriptions for a lower monthly cost to websites such as the New York Times, Wall Street Journal, Grammarly, Duolingo, Deezer, Crunchyroll, DeepL, Perplexity AI, Gramma, UPDF, and Scribd. Check out Games Go, providing high-quality, affordable streaming for over 5 years. Games Go offers monthly subscriptions for a lower price to the New York Times, which is $1.25 a month for the New York Times bundle, which also includes The Athletic inside the New York Times bundle for a cheaper cost than its current subscription price. Also included that in that New York Times bundle is news articles, audio narrated news stories, cooking recipes, and online games such as crossword puzzles, Wordle, and logic puzzles. Also included in the Games Go is the Wall Street Journal for $10.99 a month. That is much cheaper than its current subscription price. The Wall Street Journal is a news organization that provides news coverage on business, financial, and economic news. It also has daily puzzles and crosswords on their website as well. Grammarly is on Games Go. That's $8.99 per month. That is much cheaper than the $30 per month subscription for Grammarly subscribers. Grammarly is a writing assistant website that corrects grammar, spelling, punctuation, and more in your writing. It also has an AI-powered writing assistant to improve English writing quality. Duolingo is $3.75 per month on Games Go. That is less than half the cost of its current subscription price of $7.99 a month. Duolingo is a language-based learning app which allows users to learn different languages such as English, Spanish, French, German, Italian, Portuguese, and many other languages as well. Deezer is only $3.17 per month. That's much cheaper than its current subscription price of $11.99 a month. Deezer is a music streaming app that offers more than 120 million soundtracks to music, podcasts, radio stations throughout the world. Crunchyroll is also $3.17 per month. That is half the cost of the current subscription price of $7.99 per month. As Crunchyroll is a streaming service that specializes in Japanese anime, films, and television. DeepL, that's $9.99 per month on Games Go, cheaper than the $28.74 monthly price for subscribers. DeepL is a machine learning-based translation service that uses AI to translate text into various languages. And then there's other ones including Perplexity AI, Gamma, UPDF, Scribd. So if you're looking to save money, check out all these great deals over on the Games Go site. The link is pinned into the chat, posted in the description of this video. Games Go providing high-quality, affordable streaming for over 5 years. All right, Celtics looking real good right now. 54-39 at halftime. If you're just joining in, Boston is limiting Golden State to shoot 3 for 24 from 3. That's been the tell story of this game here today. Celtics defense looking really good, contesting shot after shot after shot. And they've also got they got 3 blocks so far the first half for them. So 3 blocks they've got credit for the first half. What's good, Victor? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, so I was right in the sponsorship commercial there, so my apologies for not getting it back to the home screen, but I usually play those out or so once we get into, like, breaks during a game. Yeah, so this one started at 5 o'clock Eastern time today. A lot of people didn't realize, like, what time this game started since it's MLK Day. It was, like, some weird game times today. So this is a national holiday in the U.S., and the games were just all over the place today. There were games in the afternoon. This game started at 5. There's games tonight at night. It's kind of random how they put games all around today, just randomly throughout the day. It kind of felt like Christmas with the scheduling by the NBA today. Yeah, it's crazy, like that, how it got scheduled like this. So this started at 5 p.m. Eastern time. Wow, there we go. Louisville finally ranked. Look like you guys are going back to the tournament if you can keep it up this year. Yeah, good for the Cards, man. Pat Kelsey, year 1, building really special program there. Number 25 this week for Louisville. Memphis is at 24, and they had a terrible loss earlier this week. I thought that Louisville would at least pass Memphis right there. Wow, man. I'm looking at the rankings. Gonzaga out of the top 25. They had a terrible week. They went 0-2 this week. That's tough. You never see Gonzaga fall out of the rankings like that. Gonzaga's always been the kings of the WCC, but they're going to get like severely challenged this year. They got Washington State and Oregon State in that conference. All those teams are coming right for them. And that's stunning. They dropped all the way from 16 out. They had a terrible week. They went 0-2. And St. Mary's is right behind them. They're receiving votes. Yeah, Pollock's pretty good there. I really like Michigan State. They're playing some excellent basketball for them recently. It's good to see that they're right back in the top 10 for them. I was watching them yesterday, and they have a lot of veteran guys on that team. They had 2 early losses. They've been rolling though. They beat Illinois. Yeah, that was the game I caught yesterday. The tail end of it, Michigan State, Illinois. That's a signature win for them. They beat them by 2. They probably need more wins. That's why they're not ranked higher, because they're 16-2 for Michigan State. UNC 12-7. I'm gonna say no there. For UNC, it's not looking good right now. They just lost against Stanford at home. That's a gimme game for North Carolina. Like, Stanford had to travel all the way across the country, and they lost to Stanford. Like here's some of the games that should be like give me games based on scheduling. Well, that's the only one with Stanford and Cal this past week, those 2. But Boston College, that definitely needs to be in the W column. So will Virginia. February 22. Miami, they got Miami at home. They got Virginia Tech on the road. Yeah, those need to all be definite wins for them, but they're also going to have to like win out basically for them. That's a lot of losses right now. 7 losses in a down ACC. And they just can't prove to beat really good teams. And UCLA, which is their best win, certainly isn't helping out the case. UCLA has just crumbled all of a sudden to not being ranked anymore. UCLA is 12-6. UCLA is 1-4 in their last 5, with some bad losses to opponents who are unranked. Yeah, I'd probably lean Indiana a little bit more there. So Indiana over UNC, I'd lean. Indiana's got a gauntlet of a schedule. This is going to determine if they make it to the tournament coming up in the early stage of next month. They got Purdue, Wisconsin, Michigan, and Michigan State all in a row. That's 11, 18, 21, and 8. And then they have UCLA, and then they have Purdue once again. And plus, they haven't played Oregon yet either. That's a tough schedule. Yeah, Mississippi State 15-3. They moved up just one spot. And they beat Ole Miss. So they lost at Auburn, which is impossible to beat Auburn in a road environment at Auburn. And Mississippi State moved up just one spot. They beat Ole Miss, who was ranked at 21. That's a massive win. I think this Mississippi State team looks like they're slept on. We'll soon find out how good they really are. They get coming up Tennessee, South Carolina, Alabama, Mizzou. That's 3 out of the 4 that's ranked. Yeah, Arkansas probably looks like a no. Most likely. They're going to have to start taking down ranked opponents. Yeah, that's way too many losses right now. 11-7. Lost against Baylor, lost against Illinois. They did beat Michigan, though. That's a season-saving win, and all of a sudden they lost 5 straight. Probably not going to... That game against Georgia. That game against Georgia could very well determine their tournament hope. That's on Wednesday. Georgia and Oklahoma. Oklahoma dropped out, too. Georgia dropped out this past week. Oklahoma got out to a really good start. Vanderbilt, 15-3. Yeah, how in the world are they... They're not ranked. They're not even mentioned. 15-3. They're at 27. They're receiving 35 votes. They're 28th. Yeah, Texas Tech 26, 27, Utah State. They're 28th right now outside the poll. Amy, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. We'll see what happens here in the second half. This game is actually at Golden State. So this game is at Golden State, and Golden State has bricked a bunch of three-point shots for them so far. Golden State is 3 for 24 from three-point range. And we just started off this third quarter. Derek White went down hard around the perimeter. 12 seconds into the third, and looks like we're going to get taken right to a timeout right now. So we start off the third quarter going right into a timeout as Derek White just got knocked down hard by Wiggins around the perimeter. Porzingis looking real good so far. Porzingis got 12 points, 5 rebounds. And then Tatum's got 10 alongside 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal. Jaylen Brown has 8 points currently, 7 points by Drew Holiday. 4 points off the bench each by Peyton Pritchard and Luke Cornett. Al Horford's got 3. Derek White's got 3. Sam Hauser's got 3. Yeah, just really good around. Everybody doing a great job so far today. Celtics have had 9 players check in. All 9 players have scored at least 3 points or more. This has been all about balance today. Like, nobody's really just single-handedly carried this team. It's been everybody picking up the slack today. Golden State led by Steph Curry. He has 9 points. Dennis Schroeder with 7. And Trace Jackson Davis with 5. Everybody else has 4 or fewer. Yeah, that's stunning that Vandy isn't getting enough ranked recognition for them. They played this really easy schedule, though, for them to begin the year. So, yeah, that certainly didn't help. And in the Power Fives that they scheduled, Virginia Tech, Seton Hall, TCU, Cal. Yeah, those certainly didn't help out the schedule. They scheduled the worst possible Power Fives to help build a strength of schedule. And then they lost they beat LSU, and then they lost 2 straight conference games against Mississippi State and Mizzou, and then they beat South Carolina, and then they upset Tennessee by 1. Wiggins just ran right over White. So White was being attended to once we got... they cut straight to a commercial break. Oh, here we go. They just posted a video on it. Wiggins. White was trying to set, White was guarding the ball, and then he rammed right into Wiggins, who was setting the screen, and then both of them just went right into one another there. Wiggins setting a hard screen right into Derek White. Wow. Golden State going to get this basketball back. Derek White's okay. He's back on the floor here. 15-point lead for the Celtics. Golden State gets the ball. 3 in the timer on the shot clock. Jumper. Wiggins sticks it at the baseline for 2. That's a tough shot. Nothing you can really do about that one right there for the Celtics. Hand in the face, contested, and he just drilled it for Wiggins. Holiday on the floor with Porzingis, Tatum, White, and Brown. Holiday launches the 3 right down the middle. He's got it. Good stroke right there by Drew. Silky, smooth perimeter shot. He's got 10 all of a sudden from double digits for Drew Holiday. Tatum, far side of the floor, comes out with a steal. JT moves off to White. Lob down low. Porzingis snatches it. Porzingis goes up. Porzingis able to bake it in. And the one coming up here at the free throw line as well for Kristaps Porzingis. Posting up down low. Working on a mismatch as he soars up. Snatches it over Curry. And then he opens up the bank right there, able to cha-ching in the 2. $14 points right now, alongside 5 rebounds for KP. Make it 15 as he drills it right down the middle on the free throw. 60-41. Gonna need it. A bunch of threes from Curry to get back into this game for Golden State. For the Celtics, keep on doing what you're doing defensively. Curry comes off the screen. There's one of them as he splashes down the 3 ball. 16-point game. White lobs it over to Brown. Brown at the right baseline. Brown guarded by Curry 101. Jab step. Jalen spin cycle underneath. Dish outside. Porzingis at the left wing. Porzingis guarded by Jackson Davis. Lobs it off to Brown. Brown draws the double team. Kick out to the corner. White extra pass off to Tatum. Dribble. Drive. Attacks to the rim. He scores. Up and off the backboard. Good for 2 by Jason Tatum. I love his game when he's actually playing down the hill and attacking. Just like that, he did it. Wiggins trapped underneath. Wiggins lost it. Derek White, incredible hustle at the baseline. Comes out with a steal. Tapped it off to Porzingis. Tatum in the backcourt moves it off to White. Derek White looking to see if he can get going. He's got 3. Moves it on top. Porzingis. Lob down low. Brown. Post up. Brown. Underneath gets fouled. Or no, it's an offensive foul charge to Jaylen Brown. He pushed off on Curry inside the paint. So Jaylen Brown gets charged in the offensive foul. Celtics by 18. Golden State getting hounded here in this possession. Gary Payton II. Bounce pass to Curry at the left wing. Curry dribbles. Floats up the runner. And fouled from the side by Boston. Non-shooting foul. Jaylen Brown reached in off the dribble. Just a textbook defensive game here all around for the Celtics. Exactly what we needed to see from this team tonight. Inbound goes to the corner. Running out of real estate and out of bounds. It went off a Holiday. Gary Payton II had it stripped out of bounds off Drew. If you're doing a stream, smash the thumbs up. Hit the like. Hit the subscribe. Ring that notification bell as well. Got a good one here tonight for the Celtics looking to bounce back. One of their best defensive games all season long. This is a road game as well. Top of the key with Wiggins. Slides it off to Curry. Comes off the screen. Jumper. Deep 2. No good. Around the rim and out. Rebound controlled by Drew. Celtics with possession. Brown up the floor. Jaylen Brown drives to the low block. Jaylen turns the corner underneath. Jaylen attacks and he puts it up and through. Up and in for the bucket. 20-point lead right now for the Celtics. They are rolling. This lead feels more like 30. considering the defense that they displayed tonight in this matchup here. Curry, tough pass, not even close. It got deflected into the hands to Holiday with a steal. White off to the trailer. Tatum, bounce pass left corner. Brown, one dribble, jacks up the three. Cha-ching. He drills it. Jaylen Brown knocking down the three ball. Timeout by Steve Kerr to the floor. Big bounce back in a major way tonight, the Celtics. Looking good right now to the timeout. $67-44. So we are down to around 9 minutes left to go in this game in the third quarter. Some really solid balance tonight displayed throughout this game here. 15 by Porzingis, 13 by Jaylen Brown, 12 by Tatum, 10 by Drew Holiday currently. That's key for Drew to get up to double digits. He is perfect right now from the floor. 4 for 4, 2 for 2 from the perimeter. Undefeated, I'd say no. That's going to be really tough to go undefeated, but they should make the tournament right now, Christian. So things are looking pretty good to make the tournament, but lots going to change throughout the course of the season because it's the ACC and there's so many tough teams out there to play, even though that team might be unranked or so. They're going to give them a fight. SMU throttled Miami. Yeah, SMU is not bad. SMU beat Miami 117-74. Like road environments. Luckily for Louisville, a lot of the teams that the Cards play in the road, these are certainly winnable games because they're like bottom of the league opponents. Georgia Tech, Boston College, Notre Dame, Virginia Tech. Those are some of the road games. NC State and SMU. Those are going to be two of the tougher teams remaining in the schedule to play in the road. Also, Wake Forest is a team that always wants a piece of another team that needs to make the tournament or so. They've been so close and they just cannot make the tournament. They're always like the top seed in the NIT for them. But this is a Wake Forest team who could be a sleeper type team or so in the conference to make some noise. Yeah, they got 3 in a row, the heavy hitters. UNC, Duke, and then Louisville right in a row. Oh wow, NC State's 9-9 this year. Yeah, I didn't realize how bad they were this year. $67-44. Big time bounce back so far tonight for the Celtics here. We come back to action. Golden State left to right on the floor with a possession. So we're down to 9 minutes left to go in the third. Moody slides it over to the left wing perimeter. Gui Santos moves it on top to Curry. Pass off the roll down. Looney blocked by White into the hands to Porzingis here. Celtics with it. Up the floor. Holiday finds Tatum. Tatum dribble, drive, attack to the paint. No good. Missed the layup as he was flushed through there by Gui Santos. Gui Santos sprinting back on the offensive side of the floor. Moody moves on top to Wiggins. Jacks up the three over Tatum. Missed rim short. Porzingis rips away the defensive rebound. Just control the pace. They're playing a really solid game all around. Brown drives right past Santos. Brown attacks the paint. Got block, got it back. Kick out to the corner. Tatum open three. No good off the back heel. Rebound secured out of the pack by Wiggins here. Wiggins lost it up the floor. Deflected from behind by White. Outlet pass ahead by Holiday off the Tatum. Shuts the door with a two-handed flush. 9-zip run by Boston the last 2.5 minutes as Golden State takes a desperation three around the rim and out, missed by Moody. Celtics with possession again. Derek White at the left wing. Lob down low to Brown. Got it back off the deflection. Jaylen, top of the free throw circle. Brown guarded by Curry 1-on-1. 8 on the timer for Jaylen Brown. Jaylen launches the shot around and in. It's good for 2. Able to get the benefit of the bounce right there. This is kind of looking reminiscent of 1 year ago, how the Celtics were able to beat up upon Golden State 71-44 right now. Moses Moody, right baseline dribble, attacks the rack. Moody cut the layup. Yeah, anytime you see 70 against 40, that's a bad sign. That's when the score starts to become a blowout, just like this one here. Derek White moves on top off the Tatum. Tatum, edge of the midcourt logo off the Porzingis screen. Tatum dribbles up. Tatum soars right up to the rim. He scores up and off the backboard. Wow, what in the world happened to Golden State's defense there? Everybody collapsed on Tatum. They brought 5 defenders out on the perimeter right at him, and he had a wide open lane with an unoccupied hoop as he sliced through everybody and scored the easiest layup of his life. And Moses Moody here commits an offensive foul, knocks down Jaylen Brown off the screen. What a disaster of a game for Golden State now. 73-46. This is exactly what happened last year. That game belonged to Jaylen Brown 1 year ago. Golden State dared Jaylen Brown to shoot the ball, and he lit him up for 28 in under 28 minutes. Didn't even play the entire second half. They rested their starters in the entire second half last year. They were up by like 50. Holiday, kick out to the corner, deflected out of bounds off Curry. Brad Stevens loving every single second of it right now as he is showing in the crowd currently. Well, we know who the 9 are for sure that should be staying on this team. It's just building up depth on their roster around of it. Jason Tatum knocks down a 3 from the perimeter. They are up by 30. This is the Celtics team that we know ye. Right here, right now, this Celtics team. Curry, skip past the corner off to Moody. Moody almost got caught in the double dribble. Curry, step back 3 in the air over White as he rattles it in. 27-point advantage. Celtics can slow it down here as we're midway through the third quarter. Tatum, he has got 19. Off to Holiday at the right wing. Drew, off to Tatum at the left wing. Bounce pass left corner. Porzingis got another one. KP, nothing but net right down to shoot as he cans another triple. 18 points right now for Porzingis. 22 minutes, 6 for 13 from the floor. 3 made threes tonight. I swear to over 1.5 made threes player prop is one of the easiest player prop picks that I've been rolling with recently for Porzingis. He's been tearing it up. Holiday, his pass gets broken up inside the key. Loose ball scooped up here by Golden State by Moody. Pass midcourt with Kevon Looney. Yeah, they're in no rush. Golden State's in no rush or anything. It's basically one guy playing 1v5 out there with Curry. Pocket pass underneath Looney. Got blocked by White. Not clean, though. The refs will rule this a shooting foul, and we'll have 2 free throws coming up for Golden State. Defense, defense, defense. That's the story of tonight's game here. 14-5 record this season for the Celtics on the road. That's the 3rd best road record in the NBA. Where they've been struggling, it's a lot of home losses for them this year. 15-7 at home. But they're going to be 15-5 after the conclusion of this game tonight on the road. Looney will shoot 2 at the charity stripe. First one, no good. Missed off the rim short. Peyton Pritchard checks onto the floor right now for the Celtics. Porzingis, Derek White, going to get a seat on the bench right now. Check out, get some rest. Celtics plus 21% shooting in this game. That's the difference. Efficient offense, lockdown defense, doing it all tonight. 53% for Boston, 33% for Golden State right now. The second free throw is good for Looney. 79-50. Tatum has it at the top of the key. So we approach the 5-minute mark left to go. Deflected into the backcourt. Tatum, 10 on the timer. Picks it up, though. Tatum now crosses midcourt. Tatum, step back 3, straight away. Off the back rim, no good. A rebound controlled by Looney. Warriors here with possession. Curry around the perimeter. Drives on Hauser and moves it out to the left corner. Open, look at a 3, and that is good by Moses Moody. Timeout taken on the floor by Joe Mazzulla. 79-53, 4:39 left to go. In the third quarter right now, Celtics are clicking on all cylinders. Defense, defense, defense. And big time if they turn it up defensively tonight. What's good? Anthony on the stream. Welcome in. Yeah, White was a big X factor towards helping the Celtics on their final run. He's only attempted one shot tonight for Derek White. He made that shot. 3 points, 1 for 1 from 3. He's got 3 blocks. He's got the same amount of points as blocks. And he's only attempted one shot. All around, excellent game. 4 out of 5 starters in double figures for Boston. 19 by Tatum, 18 by Porzingis. Holiday is 10. That's good for him. Holiday is perfect tonight. Drew is 4 for 4 from the floor. Jaylen Brown, 15 points for him today. Just all around tremendous balance off the bench. Pritchard with 4, Cornette with 4, Hauser, Horford each with 3. $79-53 with 4.5 left to go. Payne and Pritchard on the floor. Jason Tatum, Al Horford, Sam Hauser, Jaylen Brown. This has been just a slugfest of a game. Hopefully you took the under in this one. Tatum, deep 2, jumper, no good. Missed off the back rim. A long rebound controlled by Looney. Curry, guarded by Brown at the left wing. Curry dribbles up, drives, attacks. Curry had it stripped out of bounds off Pritchard. Yeah, so long for those who bet Golden State plus 9.5, Golden State plus 10.5. I honestly thought that this would be much closer of a game. I had said in the pregame that the Celtics would win by 5. I did not expect this to be a beatdown like this. Usually it's very close every single game between the Celtics and Golden State in the past. Golden State just scored down low. Brown, low block, fall away. Jaylen Brown skidded off the rim, no good. The rebound controlled by Moody. Under 4 minutes left to go in the third here for Golden State. Moses Moody, bounce pass over to Santos. Kick out to the corner on a 3. Healed. His 3 is just not dropping tonight. Rattled out on another one. Horford collected a defensive rebound. Buddy Hield just 3 points on 1 for 4 shooting. 0 for 3 from the perimeter. Pritchard lobs it over to Brown. Brown, left baseline dribble. Skip past Tatum, pushing it around. Pritchard, open 3. Got it. Bang, bang by Payton Pritchard. That was incredible ball movement right there for Boston. That is one of the best all-time ball movements that we have seen all throughout the course of this season right there right now. Everybody getting a touch. There was no dribble taken by Tatum around the perimeter. That is an improvement there by Tatum. He usually hunts down matchups when he receives that ball. He usually just takes a dribble and then jacks up a 3 over one defender. No, he made an extra pass at the top, which there was a push pass made out to the corner, which Pritchard nailed the corner 3. 3 minutes left to go. Horford, push pass again off the Tatum. One dribble, steps into an open 3. He nails it. There you go. Jason Tatum, baby. 85-55. Jason Tatum for sure proving that he is not the most overrated superstar in NBA history tonight in this game as Curry sinks down the 3 right back. 22 for Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum a plus 24 on the floor. And the Celtics just nail another quick 3 right behind the defense. 88-58. Tatum here collects his 9th rebound. Everything going in the favor of the Celtics right now. Tatum, top of the free throw circle. He's got 22. Tatum, crossover at the left wing perimeter. Tatum dribbles, bounce pass underneath. Pritchard, got it. 2 more. What a beatdown. 90-58 with 2 minutes left. Absolute beatdown here. Looney outside finds Moody. Moody on a 3. No good around the rim and out. They cannot make a 3 at all to save their lives in this game here. As Horford, it was Hauser who came down with a defensive rebound, and we'll have a loose ball foul charge to Golden State right now on the floor. That's on Moses Moody. Yeah, Derek White's defense is so key. So glad that he got back to his defensive ways, because last week was a struggle for him, and he really struggled on the defensive side of the floor too, where he failed to record blocks in multiple games last week, and today his defense has been big. 3 block shots tonight by Derek White. Derek White leads the entire league in blocks for guards this year. And all backcourt players, he is number 1 in the NBA with over 45 total blocks. Jaylen Brown at the left wing perimeter. 8 on the timer here on the shot clock. Jaylen, crossover, dribbles up, free throw circle. Jaylen leaning forward, a 14-footer, got it to go. It is good for 2 for Jaylen Brown. Everybody putting this one in the bag tonight. They are showing why they deserve the bag for the Celtics here. Just humbling this Golden State team. 92-60 in the final minute left to go the third. Pritchard dribbling circles around his team. Outside finds Brown. Pull up J for 3. No good. The smallest player on the floor came up with an offensive rebound with Pritchard as we get a huge block from behind for Golden State there. Pritchard had that ball swatted out. Pritchard did get fouled on that, though. He's going to have 2 shots here coming up at the line. So he did get that one blocked from number 21 from behind. That was Quentin Post out of Boston College, who just got the shooting foul. Peyton Pritchard awaiting 2 free throws now in the bonus. First one's good. Oh, man, that's terrible. I didn't hear that today. Thanks for the update there, though. Man, thoughts and prayers out there for Bruins family. Second free throw is good by Pritchard. 11 points right now for Peyton Pritchard. Pick it up in a big way. 7 points in this third quarter alone. He's going to have much more remaining part of this game, as they'll probably have to clear out the bench early on. 94-60. Buddy Hield. Outside to the left wing. Up fake Schroeder. Slides it on top. Hield steps into the 3. Hield connects on it. This is just all around a tremendous game. Wire to wire from the opening tip of the Celtics. Derek White right on point. Splashes down the triple. Got to get his shots up right now. He is doing it. That's only his second shot attempt of the game. Guess what? He's perfect. 2 for 2 from the perimeter by White tonight. Top of the key to Hield. Slides it off to Santos at the right wing. Bounce pass off to Quentin Post. No good off the glass. And the rebound control by White. Derek White, third rebound in the night. 6 points, 3 boards, 4 assists. Peyton Pritchard. Final possession here to close out the third quarter. 5 seconds left. Pritchard. Dribble. Drive. Kick. Quarter. 3. Horford. No good off the back rim. Tipped up by Holiday at the buzzer. And we close out the end of the third quarter. 97-63. This game is all Celtics. This looks very, very similar to the game in March last year where the Celtics pounded Golden State. Like, I was wondering where this defense has been. It was apparent on Friday. It's apparent today. Just wish they got this defense going on Saturday. But this is a really good sign. If this is how the Celtics are playing defense with a day of rest in between, this is awesome. This is flat out awesome. And eventually, there's not many back-to-backs remaining on the schedule. And the Celtics, surprisingly, in the Joe Mazzulla era, they've been excellent on night 2 of a back-to-back for them. They just couldn't close it out on Saturday. And today, this is awesome. Like, what we're seeing on a 1 day of rest is just lockdown defense. Saw it on Friday. Saw it today. Wow. Like, this is going to go a long way right now. This is championship-level defense that the Celtics are displaying. 7 blocks for Boston. 1 block for Golden State. Celtics upcoming schedule. They got 2 more games in California this week before they head over to Texas on Saturday, at the Clippers on Wednesday, at the Lakers on Thursday. Quick update for you guys. I will not be live for either of those streams for Wednesday and Thursday. My next Celtics stream will be on Saturday against the Mavs. Both those games are the 10 o'clock games on weeknights, so I'm usually in bed by like 11 or so to get up for work at 6 in the morning on weeknights or so. So unfortunately, I will not have the Lakers and Clippers games this week. So no streams on either Wednesday or Thursday. Next one will be Saturday for me at 5:30 between the Celtics at the Mavs. Yeah, there'll be a couple of games that I don't have coming up later this month. Also Friday, January 21. I won't be live that game. I got put on for a college water polo game on ESPN Plus that night over at Brown. So there'll be no stream that night either. They take on the Pelicans that day. So there's a couple of them that I won't have, but I plan on being live for the next one, Dallas on Saturday, and then Houston and Chicago next week, Monday and Wednesday next week. Yeah, they can definitely use this as momentum to get on a run. It's a tough schedule, though. They got the Clippers coming up next. That's going to be a tough game right there. Lakers on night number 2 of a back-to-back this Thursday, and then at the Mavs, which Dallas doesn't have Luka yet, but they certainly remember what happened in the final. I work full-time in radio, so I work in radio production full-time. Yeah, really, really good game here. 110% effort playing with Celtics pride out of this team. This was great to see tonight. So yeah, my full-time job, I work in radio when I'm not streaming games. Sometimes I'm out broadcasting games for colleges too. So that's like a side job. So sometimes I'm working like 90 hours a week, like September, October, November. I was working like 90 hours a week. I couldn't do many streams during September and October because I was booked for games at a lot of the colleges and stuff like that. And usually they book me for a lot of games in March and April too. So I usually work a bunch of games because that's when they need the most help is the fall and spring sports. They're covered by other broadcasters during the winter seasons, but I do have some games I get for weekends. Like I got a basketball game coming up this Saturday that I'm covering for college. That's a great 3 there. Peyton Pritchard off a step back, nails at the far side corner. 163. But yeah, I work with like 4 different colleges doing broadcast stuff, which is pretty cool. A couple of them are D1s. Brown University out of the Ivy League, and then Stonehill, which is brand new. They're in their 3rd year at the D1 level in the NEC. Those are the 2 D1 schools. Hauser launches the 3 around the rim and out, no good. A rebound secured here for Golden State. That was Lindy Waters, the 3rd, number 43, who came up with a defensive rebound. Celtics 5 on the floor look like this. Derek White, Peyton Pritchard, Sam Hauser, Drew Holiday, and Luke Cornett. Missed a runner from the baseline by Waters. Rebound secured by Holiday. Drew at the top of the key. Drew towards his left around the perimeter. Holiday launches a 3 off the back rim, no good. Hield controls the defensive rebounds. Buddy Hield outside to the top. Crossover here by Santos as he moves it off to the corner. Down to 10 minutes left to go in the 4th. A lot of dribbling and a bad pass there by Quinton Post. It's a 2-on-1 up the floor. Derek White with an easy 2. 102-63. No, that's a sign to other people. Yeah, so the guy that schedules me in, he's been at Brown for like, I believe like 20, 30 plus years or so. So he schedules me into games. So he puts me on the games that they don't have many broadcasters for because there's veteran broadcasters who's been broadcasting for years or so at the university. So he puts me on water polo since it's kind of similar pace to basketball. It's a really cool sport. I think they're like short-handed for water polo broadcasters. So I got my start over there working at ESPN for their ESPN Plus broadcast doing water polo. That's a great use out of the entire shot clock. Sam Hauser, Jay at the left baseline, and he drills it. 104-66. This Celtics team right now is motivated. Yep, they are for sure. Ren on the stream, welcome in. They are motivated to go back-to-back. They hit a rut in December into January, but looks like they have caught fire right now and they are back. This defense is fantastic. Like they're playing defense like this on 1 day of rest. They don't have many back-to-backs coming up remaining on their schedule. I think they only have like 6 more back-to-backs, but they played really well in back-to-backs. But if they keep on playing like this, they shut down the Magic on Friday on 1 day of rest. They locked up the Warriors here. They just got to make it consistent, and it could be banner 19 this year right now. 104-68 as Golden State lays it up and in. Pritchard, crossover, drives, downhill to the rim. Pritchard got it blocked by Cornette, got it back though. Top of the key, Hauser launches the 3, swoosh! That hit bottom, baby. Sam Hauser drilling the triple. That is the cleanest out of clean strokes you'll have right there. On tonight's game, Sam Hauser lines up a spectacular 3, and it goes dead center through the netting, drops to the bottom. Incredible shot. 8:03 left to go. Celtics by a landslide as we head to the timeout. This game is not even close. If you guys are doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Ring that notification bell as well for future live streams. I had said a couple streams ago I wanted to see the night that the Celtics can put 6-7 guys in double figures. Tonight they've done it. 22 points by Jason Tatum, 17 by Jaylen Brown, 18 by Porzingis, 14 off the bench by Pritchard, 11 by Sam Hauser. That is 6 players in double digits scoring. Derek White's almost there to be a 7th. He has got 8 points currently for Derek White. Just all around a tremendous game. Like, this is exactly what they need to keep this team pushing, to keep this team going. It looked like they were just getting bored or so. They were lacking just defensive intensity, defensive effort. They weren't themselves. They weren't contesting shots like they are tonight. And tonight you got guys flying around, contesting shot after shot after shot, hustling for loose balls, deflecting passes, breaking up passes. The defense is what leads to offense, and right now it's gotten them a 39-point lead. Plus 10 on the glass, 42-32. Plus 20 almost on a shooting percentage right here, 53-34%. Celtics are plus 19 shooting percentage up over Golden State. Boston is 17 for 42 from 3 at 40.5%. Golden State is a dreadful 9 for 40. Golden State went 1 for 16 from 3-point range to begin this game. They were tossing up iceberg type shots. It was bricks after bricks after bricks that turned into boulders, and it looked like the rim was like a carnival-sized rim there, not taking their threes at all. And it's stunning because they're led by the greatest shooter on the planet from the perimeter, Steph Curry. Steph Curry, the only guy to show up. It looks like it's 1v5 out there. 18 points by Curry, 4 made threes. Everybody else with 5 threes combined. Andrew Wiggins, 0 for 4 from the perimeter, 1 for 11 today shooting. Dennis Schroeder, 1 for 4 from 3, 3 for 8 total in the game. GP2, 1 for 3 today shooting. Looney, 2 for 4. Lindy Waters, 0 for 3. Gui Santos, 2 for 6, 0 for 4 from the perimeter. Buddy Hield, 2 for 5. He went 1 for 4 from 3. Moses Moody, 4 for 10, 2 for 6 from 3. That is 28 assists on 41 made field goals tonight for the Celtics. Just straight up textbook. Everybody working together as a unit. This looked like a clear, cohesive unit tonight. Cam Spencer, number 61, the first time on the floor. That's a very odd number. Well, I didn't even have him on my roster sheet for Cam Spencer. I believe he was at Rutgers playing college basketball for him. Xavier Tillman, great to see that he's out on the floor as the layup is good there for Golden State. No. I do not believe that Curry's gonna reach 21 plus points. So I would take Curry under because I don't if you're betting on Curry right now, he's not going to play the remaining part of this game to get the reserves in right now. Golden State has number 61, Cam Spencer, Lindy Waters III, Quinton Post, he's a rookie out of Boston College, Moses Moody is out there, and then there's also a fifth player on the floor as well as Lindy Waters just drilled a 3. Buddy Hield, who's still on the floor currently. The Buddy Hield right now is on the court. He was late to the closeout there with Walsh. Yeah, so Curry's on the bench currently. Lob over the top. Pritchard sends it over to Kornet. Shoves it through with a right-handed jam. We've seen that already. At least once tonight, Pritchard with a lob to Kornet with a dunk. Cam Spencer guarded by Pritchard. 5 on the floor look like this for the Celtics here as Luke Kornet comes out with a block, swats it out of bounds. Luke Kornet, Peyton Pritchard, Xavier Tillman, Sam Hauser. One other on the floor once we get the screen into play. That's Jordan Walsh. Checked out. We got a couple of Boston substitutions right now. 5 on the floor. The new 5 look like this as Pritchard and Hauser just checked out. Xavier Tillman, Luke Kornet, Jaden Springer now in. Jordan Walsh and Neemias Queta now in for the first time tonight. Here's a 3 bricked off the back rim, no good by Golden State. Offensive rebound controlled by Hield. Moody, corner 3, off the back rim, no good. Kornet controls the defensive rebound. Brayton, welcome back in, bud. Celtics really needed a game like this tonight. They've got it. Jaden Springer. He's running the point now at the right wing. Springer dribbles up to the free throw circle. Dish outside to Queta. Hand off to Walsh. Walsh at the left wing. Bounce pass off to Tillman. Hand off to Walsh around the perimeter. 5 of the shot clock. Jordan Walsh guarded off the double team. Bucket pass. Xavier Tillman goes up. Got it stripped. Lost it. It's a shot clock violation. Charged to Boston. Yep, this has been over for a very long time. Have a nice night, Victor. Thanks for joining in, man. Promising sight to see. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'm connected with him on LinkedIn, Jeffrey. So yeah, so actually I know Scott too. So he's usually the guy who schedules me in for the stuff over there at Brown. But yeah, I'm connected with Scott. I'm connected with John over on LinkedIn. I don't know him personally, but I know a bunch of people who followed him. So I follow him over on LinkedIn. Jordan Walsh just buried a triple. Yeah, I wish I knew about that when I was younger, because he's a professor over at Dean for sports broadcasting, and I think when I was looking at colleges back in high school, Dean was only a 2-year program at the time, so I think that's the reason why I decided not to visit it. But a couple years after I graduated high school, because I graduated in 2014 from high school, I think like 2016, 2017, they transitioned into a 4-year program there, and that's where they stopped taking just the associates for broadcasting, and they made broadcasting into the bachelor's. Yeah, so if I went there, if I was a couple of years younger, I probably would have went there and had him as a professor. 114-76 as we're down to the final 4.5 minutes left to go in this game. Moses Moody way off in the 3. The rebound got controlled out of the pack by Jordan Walsh. Yeah, Celtics need to keep on stacking up these wins right now. They get some tough ones in their schedule coming up. The Clippers, the Rockets, and can't overlook the Lakers either, but Queta down low gets fouled. It's on Santos. There'll be 2 free throws coming up. 4:11 left to go. My clock's just a tad slow. Greg, what's good? Welcome back in, man. Ricardo, thanks for joining in. This is a incredible performance tonight by Boston. Everything that we needed to see out of this team, they did it tonight in this one. And now they just got to stack up win after win. Oh, that's great, man. Yeah, both of them also absolute legends in the broadcasting industry. First free throw is good. What's good from Albuquerque? Appreciate it for joining in for Richard here. 4:11 left to go. This is a Celtics team we needed to see right here, right now. A second free throw missed by Keita, hitting the deck with a rebound. It was a no call with the refs. It was Gui Santos who came down with a defensive rebound. Or number 43, check that. That was Lindy Waters. Both of them kind of look similar between Waters, Santos a little bit in terms of skin tone. And this ball gets picked off. Baylor Shireman, number 55, first time on the floor tonight. Walsh drives, attacks the rim. No good, missed the layup. Rebound secured by Quinton Post. Golden State with possession. The inability to hit a three tonight really haunted Golden State in this game. This game was decided all about efficiency tonight. Left base on dribble out to the top. It's an open three for Golden State. Skipped around the rim and out. Shireman collects a rebound. Plus 17 on the glass for the Celtics, 47-35. But this game totally depended on shooting, shot making. Golden State did not have it in their system whatsoever. 53.5% for the Celtics, 33.7% from the floor for the Warriors tonight. And Jordan Walsh buries the three. 118-76. Man, I wish I could give you an honest opinion right there, Porto. I don't follow much hockey. That much, so yeah, hockey's really tough to bet on as well. Hockey is super hard to bet. .245 left to play as we're going to head to the timeouts. Oh, that game's actually going on right now. Blues and Knights. Yeah, hockey's so tough to bet. I'm kind of shocked that Vegas isn't leading this game based on their records. See, I don't watch much hockey, so I can't really guide you where to bet. But these are the records of the two teams tonight. Vegas Golden Knights 29-14-3. They're 18-6-0 at home, and then the St. Louis Blues 22-21-4, and they're 11-11-3 on the road. Yet the Blues are up 2-1. Yeah, really hope that Jordan Walsh can become a solid player someday. He's a tough dude. Really tough dude. Plays hard. 6 points by Jordan Walsh, improving his game too. He wasn't really known as a perimeter shooter when he played at Arkansas, but when he checked into the game today, he's made 2 threes in the span of 5 minutes. Perfect from the perimeter, 2 for 2 right now for Jordan Walsh. That's an awesome build towards an element to his game. Really took his game to the next level this year. So he is 20 years old. Wow, born in 2004. And tonight was his 38th career NBA game for Jordan Walsh. Yeah, it was the preseason. He had a couple of good games in the preseason back in October. 16 points, 10 rebounds in 30 minutes in the preseason game against the Raptors, and then 11 points in 12 minutes against Philadelphia in the preseason. So he's got the double digits twice, and both of those were in the preseason. Then he scored 10 points on the New Year's Eve game that he was brought in against Toronto. Yeah, really needed this one. This is a Celtics team that we know about. This is a Celtics team that's going to win a championship if they keep on playing like this. If you guys are new to the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I really hope that this is a turning corner for this team right now because they really need it. Just 9-8 in their last 17 games. But I'm hoping they can go through a stretch where they get a tough schedule. It'll be realistic for them to go something like 8-2 in their next 10. That would be great to do. They get a really tough schedule with games out west, back-to-backs on night 2. So, of course, it's really difficult to be perfect on that stretch. But what we're seeing tonight is a team that's fully healthy, a team that's ready to compete, a team that played with Celtics pride, a team that's Everybody was playing together as a cohesive unit as we, not much of me and I out there on the floor. It was all about we for the Celtics team. All 5 guys on the floor wore that green and white Celtics uniform, and they wore it with pride, hustling after loose ball, blocking shots, altering shots, closing out, and making sure that Golden State took no easy shot attempts from the floor in this game. So we're down to around 2 minutes left to go in this one here. Golden State missed another 3. Baylor Shireman, he's competing hard in the glasses. He stored up, controlled the defensive rebound. Really good at rebounding guard throughout his collegiate career at Creighton. Shireman at the left wing perimeter. Shireman towards his right, launches the 3 for Baylor Shireman, and he's got it. Baylor Shireman, kaboom from downtown, connects on the 3 ball. 121-76. Santos corner 3, swoosh. Celtics have had these gigantic wins this season. This is one of them for sure. I would, if I'm personally out there betting on the Celtics on the next game, that's going to be a tough one in my honest opinion against the Clippers. But further out, I wouldn't want to risk it at betting the points plus for the opponent unless the Celtics revert back to their old selves, because it looks like they could have just turned a corner. Corner 3 is there for the made triple by Lindy Waters. What in the world we got going on here? We got like a team executive or something for Golden State that's on the phone right now. Yeah, they really gonna want to make a trade, Carly. They're gonna need to make some big time trades to get them at least in the conversation of the play-in game, because after this game they're going to be tied for 10th. They're at the very edge of the play-in, tied for 10th place with the Phoenix Suns at the conclusion of tonight's game. Golden State, Phoenix been both the most disappointing teams this season. Lob down low off to Keita, he scores up and off the glass, good for 2. Philadelphia's in that conversation as well. Derek White had a great game defensively for him. 3 blocks, 5 assists, 5 rebounds. Scored 8 points tonight, but barely attempted shots for Derek White. He went 3 for 5 shooting tonight, so he only attempted 5 shots in this game. Golden State just nailed down a 3. We're down to the final seconds left to go. Jaden Springer, crossover at the left wing. Clock's just a tad fast, 20 seconds remaining. Jumper, mid-range, Springer off the back rim, no good. Looney controls the defensive rebound. Out of the pack here, and he lost it, stole away. It's Jordan Walsh who came up with a steal. And big time tonight here by the Celtics. This game was not even close. 125-85, the final score. Golden State lays down a major dud. And we see 2 teams here in complete opposite directions from one another. This Celtics team looks like they are back, chasing banner 19. And, wow, they have really bounced back. Really bounced back from hitting a rut recently for Boston to winning this game by a landslide. 125-85, the final score. Here's what Golden State scored per quarter today. 18 points in the first quarter, 21 in the second quarter, 24 in the third quarter. Celtics flat out dominated that third quarter, outscoring Golden State 43-24, and then Celtics outscored Golden State 28-22. Celtics outscored Golden State in every single quarter. Every single quarter today. Just incredible. What a game. If you guys are doing a stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe here, ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified for future live streams on the channel. And next couple Celtics streams I will not be live in. Those are both late games, the Clippers and the Lakers at 10. Next Celtics stream for me will most likely be on Saturday. I'm coming back from a college basketball game this Saturday that I'm broadcasting for, but I should be back in time at, I think it's at 5:30 for Celtics against Mavericks that day. I have my game at 1. But big time tonight. putting in multiple guys in double figures. This was a huge win. Yeah, SGA Sports Talk channel. Feel free to reach out to me over on email or so if you have like a link to that or anything. If you wanted to do like a post game or so over on your channel or so, feel free to reach out if you plan on doing post game over there or so, and I could join you over on your channel there, brother. We're gonna close out to this one. 125-85. Jason Tatum, great game by him tonight. 22 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists for JT. Everybody played really well. Jaylen Brown finished with 17. Porzingis set the tone early on. He had 18 tonight by KP. 7 boards for Porzingis in this one. Off the bench, Sam Hauser, he had 11. That's huge. Plus 20 in the floor for Sam Hauser. Plus 24 for Peyton Pritchard. He had 14 for Peyton Pritchard. 9 assists for Peyton Pritchard. Almost one shot away from a double-double. And then Drew Holiday, he got 10 today. Derek White finished with 8. Might not be a lot of points there, but he did have 5 assists. He did have 5 rebounds, and he also recorded 3 blocks. A third of the team blocks came through Derek White today. 3 out of the 9 blocks. This game simply decided by one offense who lit up the other team, and then the other team who failed to find a shot, which is stunning. Golden State has the best shooter in the planet on their team with Steph Curry, and they could only muster 85, and they shot 35% from the floor, 26% from 3, 14 for 53 from the perimeter. The team that changed the entire NBA landscape of three-point shooting back in the 2010s with Steph and Clay. And just now with Steph, and they attempted 53 threes. And then the Celtics shot 20 for 48 to cover off the ball from the perimeter. 20 for 48 at 42% from three-point range. Big game by Boston all around. Everybody found their shot. Everybody found their rhythm. And it's just an awesome sight to see from this team where everybody's competing hard, 110%. Just gave it their all tonight. Like, there was no weak link or anything. These guys were closing out constantly, contesting shot after shot after shot. There was no shooting space at all. There was a lot of deflected balls. There was a lot of loose balls on the floor or so. Just a really great sight to see tonight here by the Celtics team. Or so, plus 12 in the glass, 50 to 38. And then they racked up 34 assists in this one today. Yeah, so I just sent you out my email there, SGA Sports Talk channel. I've never done like one with like other people before or so. But yeah, if you have like any links or so, feel free to email me over, because I've never done like a duo, like gone on somebody else's for YouTube or so. So I don't know what it's through or so, if it's through like Zoom or Microsoft or something, because I've joined in on conference calls and all sorts of stuff or so for that. But yeah, big time tonight by the Celtics team. How about points in the paint? 52-38 for Boston here, which is awesome. Absolutely awesome. Like, it seemed like they were getting bored just playing like 20% of what they were capable of doing. And now look what happens when you put 110% effort in how your team operates. It's awesome. Like, today was a really great feeling and a step up in the right direction, and they did it to a Golden State team that they had a lot of issues winning on the road against. They had lost 4 straight games in a row on the road. They hadn't beat this team since Game 1 of the NBA Finals in 2022 on the road at San Francisco. And they've really come just finally a long way after what they've gone through in the last 17 games or so. 9-8 in the last 17, the last 16 previous to this. I really hope this is a turning point for them. That seemed like it was rock bottom, that loss against Toronto on Wednesday, and then they started to work their way up. A big win against the Magic, a team that got Paulo Banchero back that has been playing some really good basketball this year. That was a big step in the right direction, and then another just massive step tonight here, just an inflating victory. Just massive win, 125-185 tonight. So we're going to close out with the channel members here. Really appreciate you guys for joining in tonight. We got Jason Bradley, Warren Kelly, I Am Ghost, the Naja Player, Asia, Ice Baby, Katie Ogie, SGA Sports Talk Channel, Lonely Satellite, Michael, John, Norma, Jonathan, Guido, and Mark. Thanks all for joining in tonight, being a part on a stream for this one here. And quick update for you guys. I'll probably be back sometime this week with another game or so for the NBA. There'll be no streams this Wednesday and Thursday because the Celtics play late. I have work early in the morning or so I usually get to bed around 11. But I'm hoping to be back probably on Saturday for my next Celtics stream against Dallas. Thanks all for joining in, everybody. Big win by the Celtics here tonight, 125-85. They deserve it. Just excellent basketball all around. This was all about team and we basketball, as they played as a cohesive unit all together, collective in this one. And look what happened when you play as a team. Great things happen here, and these guys were flying, contesting shot after shot after shot, and making it tough tonight for Golden State in this game to operate their offense. 125-85 the final score. Thanks all for being a part here on the stream, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your Monday.